righty. I think we're live, baby. Good morning. Or good afternoon. It's time for PHILO. We're going to actually start here in a little bit. A couple of things happened today. Remember, just like yesterday, we were freaking out over Powell getting fired, and then that faded. Again, it sold off really big. You had that weird. That faded. Again, it had that weird end of the day move, and then this morning, no real developments. We gapped up, and then we started melting up. You got back up to almost where we started from Thursday or closed, and then headline. Apparently, there was a private, not open to the public JP Morgan conference, and they had Scott Bessent, and he said that he's worried about the China stuff and hopes for de-escalation. It sounds bad, but that means he's kind of, if he's panicking, he might be willing to do a deal. That gave us a pop. Baba went crazy. We got it all within seconds, so you can watch the other video if you want to see it. We even called it out live. But other than that, it was an interesting one. We're going to have a little bit more, and then we will see what happens. Will I ban someone if they call a play that was a Fed decision? Yes. On the Fed? Yeah. I don't want your gambling. That's it. If you guys want to do gambling, let me know. And I'll go accept all the sponsorships and go make $1 million to ruin your life and promote you every day. But even then, I don't even want to do that. That's the funny, naturally, I just don't even want to do it. That's all. And that's why I don't think Robinhood's that bad, but I'm just saying as a company, green shoot, White House close on Japan, India agreements. Boom. So let's go. Japan and India. You could go for SPY, but I think we might have a better one. They already moved plays up 20%. Be careful. Be very careful. 20% pop on those plays. Be careful. Expect them to be light on specific. Yeah, that might be a dud. I didn't take it. I looked. I was going to take it if those premiums didn't move, but they already jacked 20. Go. When it does that little 20, 30% jack, if you buy it, that's usually the gain you would have made if you got it at the right time. You see what I'm saying? You know how I'm able to find plays, I hit them and I'm out? Usually if it already pops 20%, you need another 20% to get that move. I don't have a play on that. I've been amazing for the men. I love it. And that's what it is. That's a big part of it. And believe me, I know a lot of people. That's why I said and I'm glad you get it now. Your journey might lead you other places, and you might end up back here. I hope you always do. But at the end of the day, I've had people say this, and I don't think people realize mentality, emotions, it goes a really long way. You need to have a good mental, and especially in these difficult markets, oh, dude, it goes a very long way, and I think a lot of people underestimate it, and they're not prepared. Because, again, people are emailing me, and they're like, I found you, then I did this, I signed up, I went here, tried to learn all this stuff. And again, it does boil down to how you're going to conduct yourself, your budget, and being able to be alive on it, Interesting. Okay, you're going down. I'm glad we didn't get hustled on that. But literally, they're saying Japan, what was it? Japan-India trade agreement, light on details. But you went down. So there might be something else. Caroline is not live yet. So let's see. Where's Baba? Bessent says negotiations will be a slog. Describes bilateral situation as an embargo. Person who heard JP Morgan session. That's fucking crazy. Okay, and then another one, Politico officials are working on memorandums for future deals. So hear me out. There's a follow-up on the JP Morgan thing, the Bessent thing. The source is somebody who overheard it. So that's why we're dumping, because that does not sound as good. He's saying it's a bilateral trade embargo. Puts have already gone up almost double, but be very careful. Maybe go late stage UVXY if you want to play the downside. White House close on deals. That's coming out now. But then they're saying official memorandums for future deals may take months. So that's the other negative one. You have two back-to-back. The Scott Bessent thing sounds weird. We finally got our update. And now the White House is still saying it may take months. Oh, yeah, that one's... I'm glad we didn't get hustled on the first one, but that one's tough. That one is really, really... There's a lot going on, and the puts already went up. Bessent goal is to not decouple U.S.-China economies. I'm getting headlines here. Somebody's in the J.P. Morgan session. There's more quotes coming out. Nah, bro. You can't play it. They all moved. Yeah. That's still, yeah, that one's weird. Wait, I think Levitt's going to be interesting now. All right. Well, let me play this for you. Let me go get a carbo. They're talking about it now.
De-escalation.
And I think you could go for it.
I mean, the markets a sign of relief.
Long story short, if you're not getting what's happening right now, you're getting the follow-up to what popped us up. It does sound not as good as people reacted. Plays have already moved. You just have to determine, do you play this or not? That's it. That's what I'm saying. I could go take a pee and we could get ready. I think I already missed the 30%. I'm not going to chase it.
The entire White House remain with all of the Catholics around the world.
Now we got Levitt.
Who are mourning
all right,
the death
shit.
of Pope Francis.
Let me just go run and get a carbo real quick.
Millions of lives and dedicated his
life
to serving the Catholic Church. As a mark of respect for his memory, President Trump ordered flags be flown at half-staff, and he will be traveling to attend his funeral in Rome. The president will depart from Washington on Friday morning and return to the United States on Saturday evening following the funeral service. I can also confirm the dates of the president's trip to the Middle East. He will travel to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates from May 13th until May 16th. And on Thursday of this week, President Trump will welcome Norwegian Prime Minister at the White House for
like I'm saying,
visit.
The follow-up doesn't sound as good. If you now you just judge on whether or not you're going to play that.
President Trump's term already. At the border, President Trump continues to deliver on his promise to make America safe again.
The membership will show the news. You should have the wire up. It's right in front of you.
Border crossings grind to a halt as Trump's tough policies take hold. U.S. Customs and Border Protection recorded its lowest southwest border crossings in history in March, and we're seeing the same successes at our northern border. Here's how the New York Post put it. Northern border sector previously overrun by illegal migrants sees dramatic drop in crossings. We haven't seen anyone since November, end quote.
Trump will travel to Qatar, UAE, 13 to 16. Bessent seeks rebalancing with China. Question is whether they're ready to do it.
Which stretches more than 300 miles.
There's a lot of news coming out.
This is a drastic 95%.
There's headlines on my other wire from this. Then you got somebody listening to Bessent. And then you have whatever's on this wire as well. So yeah, we got a lot going on right now. And then you're dumping, but plays already moved. They're slowing down a little bit.
New reporting from the Washington Times fully highlights the difference in Joe Biden's disgraceful approach to the border compared to President Trump's. Under Trump, border catch and release has dropped 99.99% from worst Biden month. You can't get much better.
Okay, I grabbed a UVXY daily real quick.
In particular is astounding.
I'm going to flip out of it, but those are the only ones. They kind of lagged. It's pretty shitty. 15% spread. Honestly, this isn't for the weak. I don't think this one's for everybody.
At the height of the Biden border crisis. But under President Trump, Border Patrol agents caught and released only 20 illegal aliens into the U.S. in the month of February. Thanks to President Trump, operational control of the border is becoming a reality, and the administration's historic enforcement measures are yielding huge results. Illegal aliens are finally getting the blunt message. If you cross the border illegally, you will be swiftly deported and never return to the United States of America. Efforts to arrest the criminal illegal alien invaders are continuing to ramp up. ICE Chicago arrested a Mexican national convicted of predatory sexual assault of a child in Cook County, Illinois. This week, ICE Denver arrested a Mexican national convicted of sexual assault of a child in Houston County, Texas.
This again?
ICE Miami
Rebalancing of China economy
convicted
towards
of
consumption,
aggravated battery
towards
in
manufacturing
Hillsborough County,
in 2
Florida.
years would be a huge
ICE
win.
Houston
Says
arrested a
Bessent.
Salvadorian national convicted of attempted sexual assault of a child in escape in Dallas County, Texas. And ICE Chicago arrested a Mexican national convicted of aggravated sexual abuse of a minor in Illinois. Despite the Democrats'
Bro, it
insane
blows
objection,
my mind.
President Trump will continue to embolden law enforcement officers to arrest dangerous legal alien criminals and keep our communities safe. And also, thanks to President Trump's America First economic approach, investments continue to pour into our country. Swiss pharmaceuticals company announced they will be investing $50 billion in the United States over the next 5 years, creating 12,000 new quality jobs. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals also agreed to pay Fujifilm Technologies more than $3 billion over the next decade to help manufacture its medicines in the United States. It's a top priority for President Trump to ensure we are producing critical medicines and pharmaceutical drugs right here in America, and that is exactly what we continue to see happen every day. In other news, the Trump administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts. No student loan has been referred to collection since March of 2020. That comes to an end. On May 5th, the Department of Education will resume involuntary collections for borrowers with defaulted federal student loans. The student loan portfolio controlled by the federal government is nearly $1.6 trillion. But fewer than 4 out of 10 borrowers are
there's a lot going on right now.
This is
Bessent's still getting these
unsustainable,
random-ass
unfair,
comments,
and a huge
too.
liability for American taxpayers. Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college and responsibly paid back their loans pay for the student loans of other Americans? The Trump administration will never force taxpayers to pay student loan debts that don't belong to them. Student loan borrowers need clarity, and we're finally giving it to them. Borrowers will now be clearly expected to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections. The government can and will collect defaulted federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers, tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages. America is $36 trillion in debt. We must get our fiscal house in order and restore common sense to our country. If you take out a loan, you have to pay it back. It's very simple. President Trump will not kick the can down the road anymore. Before we open it up to questions today, I want to commend our pool photographer who is in the room with us today. ABC News photojournalist Melissa Young is retiring after 44 incredible years on the job, covering here at the White House.
All right, I'm out of the UVXY.
Melissa, congratulations. You have the largest round of applause I've ever heard in this room. So there's something we can all agree on, and you've had an incredible career here covering the White House. So congratulations to you, and we hope you enjoy retirement. I'm sure you will. And everybody else in the room will be very jealous of you as you're enjoying your rest. All right, let's get to it. We have an individual in our new media seat today.
That's
His
good.
name is Tim
I
Pool.
got out for
He's
a loss,
political
but by the
commentator
time you
and
guys
media
get the
entrepreneur
stream
with
alert, you'll make
millions of
money.
followers, a very
I
big
just wanted the
platform.
quick flip. I
Currently
didn't want to
hosts
risk too
Timcast
much.
IRL, a
So if it
daily
didn't
news
work,
and
I got out. I
discussion
took
show,
5,
and
10
Culture
buck
War,
loss.
a weekly
So
podcast
yeah, now it's back to
exploring
green
cultural
though.
and political issues.
I
His
got you,
programs
bro.
feature in-depth conversations on topics such as free speech, censorship, identity politics, and societal change, often engaging with a diverse range of guests. He's in Washington today because we are also hosting a local media row across the street in the Eisenhower building, which is a testament to our commitment to bring new voices into the White House to cover the president and this administration. So Tim, why don't you kick us off today?
Yes, many of the news organizations that are represented in this room have marched in lockstep on false narratives, such as the Very Fine People hoax, the Covington smear, and now what's being called the Maryland Man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by 2 different judges.
Those UVXYs are up 20. That's all I wanted. I only wanted a 20%er. That's why I took the loss. But yeah, those just rocketed, bro. So again, by the time you got the stream alert, you have a gain where I took it out as a loss. But do what you need to on that.
Following this expansion, you've had numerous outlets disparage the
Is that Tim
companies
Pool?
that you've had sit here, as well as the reporters. I'm wondering if you could comment on the unprofessional behavior, as well as elaborate if there's any plans to expand access to new companies.
Sure. Well, we certainly welcome diverse viewpoints in this room, which is one of the reasons we have you in here, and there's many new faces in this room in comparison to the previous administrations. We want to welcome all viewpoints into this room. We welcome unbiased journalists who really care about the truth and the facts and the accuracy, and you rightfully pointed out the Maryland man story, which I, from this podium, when The Atlantic published it, on that very first day, I came to this podium and said, this is wrong. The press in this room have this story wrong, and we have seen more and more evidence come to the table that we have had all along. We were always right. The president was always on the right side of this issue to deport this illegal criminal from our community. And it is despicable to see the media continue to refer to this individual as someone who is just a peaceful man living his life in Maryland. This was and always has been an illegal criminal, an MS-13 gang member, and a designated foreign terrorist. And the administration maintains our position to deport these individuals from our community. So thank you for being here, Tim. It's great to see you. Thank you. Dasha, why don't you kick us off?
Thank you, Caroline.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. I have two questions, one on the Pentagon and another on the economy. You said on Fox News that the entire Pentagon is working against Secretary Hegseth, but the people who were fired were Hegseth's own guys. So how do you square that, and what do you say to concerns that that's bad management?
They were Pentagon employees who leaked against their boss to news agencies in this room. And it's been clear since day one from this administration that we are not going to tolerate individuals who leak to the mainstream media, particularly when it comes to sensitive information. And the Secretary of Defense is doing a tremendous job, and he is bringing monumental change to the Pentagon. And there's a lot of people in this city who reject monumental change, and I think, frankly, that's why we've seen a smear campaign against the Secretary of Defense since the moment that President Trump announced his nomination before the United States Senate. Let me reiterate, the president stands strongly behind Secretary Hegseth in the change that he is bringing to the Pentagon, and the results that he's achieved thus far speak for themselves.
Is there an FBI investigation into the leaks? The secretary said that these people would be prosecuted, so is the FBI investigating?
You'd have to ask the FBI, you have to ask the Department of Justice on what they plan to do, but certainly we take leaks with the utmost seriously across this administration. You've seen people fired from the Department of Homeland Security. The president has made it clear it's an unacceptable behavior.
On the economy, Caroline, Peter Navarro said that it's perfectly possible to do 90 deals in 90 days. We haven't seen one just yet. How soon might we see a deal, and what evidence can you share that progress is being made in these trade negotiations?
Sure. Well, I spoke to our entire trade team this morning. There is a lot of progress being made. We now have 18 proposals on paper that have been brought to the trade team. Again, these are proposals on paper that countries have proposed to the Trump administration and to our government. You have Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick, Ambassador Greer, NEC Director Hassett, and Peter Navarro, the entire trade team, meeting with 34 countries this week alone. We are moving at Trump speed to ensure these deals are made on behalf of the American worker and the American people. And just yesterday, it seemed to get a little bit lost in the news, and I think it's a disservice to the American public that it did. The Vice President announced terms of
Oh yeah, I was
for
muted. I said,
trade
listen to
deal
that.
with
She's
India.
talking about the
That
trade
is a
deals.
big deal. We know when we look at the numbers,
She
the
said
monetary
18.
trade barriers and the
Hasn't
non-monetary
hit the
trade
wire. Yeah,
barriers
now it's
from
hitting the
India,
wire.
They have been ripping off the United States and American workers for a very long time. So the fact that the Vice President, with Prime Minister Modi, on that trip in India, announced these terms of reference, which is essentially a framework to move the ball forward to sign a good trade deal between our two nations, is great progress, and it speaks to the work ethic and the real labor that's being put into this effort by the President's trade team. Sure. Go ahead.
Does the proposals that you talk about, is that enough to extend the pauses on these reciprocal tariffs, or does the president need to see, these deals inked and signed to offer any sort of additional extension beyond the 90 days?
Well, look, ask me in July when the deadline hits. I know I'll be answering those questions from all of you in this room. There's a lot of time left, and the President's trade team is working, again, at Trump speed as quickly as they can to ensure that these deals can be made.
Are any of those conversations yet with China happening?
I actually
Yeah,
do have
bro,
something
you
to
just
share
had
that I
all of
asked
them.
the
Beautiful.
President about this before coming out here, and he wanted me to share with all of you that we're doing very well and respect to a potential trade deal
Yeah,
with
bro.
China. As I
There
mentioned,
it is.
there have now
She's
been
confirming
18
it now.
proposals in more than 100
Let's see.
countries
That one might
around
have
the
follow
world
through. The
wanting to
plays
make a
didn't
deal
go
with the
up. I'm
United
taking a
States of
small
America,
one, though.
and the
It's a
president
little
and
bit
the
more
administration
expensive.
are setting the stage for a deal with China. So we feel everyone involved wants to see a trade deal happen, and the ball is moving in the right direction. Sure.
Setting the stage for a deal with China, what does that mean? Has the president spoken directly with Xi yet?
I don't have anything to read out on a direct talk between the president and President Xi, but we will
Okay, so they
continue to keep
talked.
you
Yeah.
And
They went up a little bit. That lagged on the
today told
premiums.
Investors that this trade standoff with China, he expects will be de-escalating soon because, as he described it, reportedly the situation is unsustainable.
Keep it small. I mean, they were like
Considering
80
taking
bucks.
steps
I got a
to
little bit of
de-escalate the
time,
situation
so
with China.
you have
Again,
to
I
spend a
just
little
read
bit
you
more,
words
but
directly
I
from the
wouldn't be
President of the
playing
United
like a
States.
big,
Those
big,
are
big one
moments
right
ago.
now.
That's where his head is at right now.
So don't be grabbing like
Sure.
10 of those.
Caroline,
No,
I have
it's
two
fading.
questions, one on immigration and one on China. First,
Nope,
on immigration.
already down.
Roughly
Down
how many
10%.
illegal immigrants and aliens do we have in our country, and how many does the administration plan on deporting?
Yeah, 11.
Sure. Well,
I'm gonna
you
give it
have
a
to
second, though.
Ask the Department of Homeland Security for a specific number.
Yeah, we
but
still are gonna have
suspect
PHILO.
it's
It's still kinda
definitely
early, but
millions, perhaps upwards of
we just
20
got
million
hit
people
with
that
a
were allowed into the
bombardment of
country
headlines.
illegally by the previous administration, and the president and his team are focused on deporting as many as we possibly can, and they are moving as quickly as possible. The president's team has made it clear we need more funding from Congress to do more. We need more ICE agents out on the ground doing this very important work, and we also need rogue district court judges to stop acting as judicial activists, trying to block the administration from deporting illegal criminals from our nation's interior. The American public elected the president to do this, and he's following through with that
And
promise.
we have over 250,000 Chinese nationals in our country right now on student visas. Does the administration believe there's any national security concern when it comes to those over 250,000 Chinese nationals in our country?
Well, as you know, when
Alright,
it
yeah,
comes
those
to
failed.
foreign visas, the Secretary of State
On it,
remains
still
the-
down
has
20
the
now.
right to revoke
Yeah,
visas
alright,
of
give me a
those who we
second.
feel are acting
I
in
do
a,
wanna double dip or we
adversarial
get out
way
of
to our
them.
foreign policy
Or
and
you just
safety of the
wait.
United States.
But yeah, that's an
We have
interesting
that
reaction, though.
authority according to the
I thought it was
Immigration
going to be
Nationality
good when
Act.
she first
So
said
I
it,
would
but I said,
refer
I'll
you to
wait. I
State
don't want to
Department
get
for any
trapped in
individual
it. But
case,
then the
They are
confirmation.
looking at individuals who
But
are
now you're
given
taking the
privilege
candle
of
lower.
being on a visa in our country, and if they are acting again adversarial to our
does that
foreign
mean,
policy
120?
interests, their visa can be revoked, and they should be aware of that. Sure, go ahead. Yes, I'm calling on you.
Thank you, Caroline.
You're welcome.
Over the last few weeks, several countries have warned their citizens about travel to the U.S., and the Department of Commerce's own stats know that from a lot of show that from a lot of countries, the number of visitors is falling. Does the White House have any message for people that might be reconsidering business or tourism travel to the U.S.?
Where did you see that report?
With the statistics coming from the Department of Commerce,
Said what? It's
That-
hard to hear you.
sorry.
Sorry.
that
He's
visitors
nervous.
from a lot of countries have fallen have fallen in the last 3 months.
I'd have to look at that report.
Well,
to
she
comment
started
on it.
talking
But I
about
think
the
most
the
people around the world
confirmation or the
recognize
Besant
United
thing
States
that brought it
America's a great
down.
place to do
She
business.
just
It's a
confirmed
beautiful
some
place to
trade deal
visit,
stuff or
and they
talking
should
with
certainly
China,
come here because
and then
it's a
we
much
just
safer
popped and
country
flipped.
than
That was a
it
little
was 40 years ago
surprising,
and
but
previous
I'm still in that play.
Libby, good
It's
to
down
see you.
20. I just took one call
About this
recently.
upcoming announcement
Like I
from
said, I'm
the
glad to
FDA
say keep it
food
small,
dyes.
but that
In the
one
first
was,
week
it
of the
went 80 to
administration,
60.
The FDA announced that it's
Well,
pulling
70.
its plan to ban menthol cigarettes. So two questions for
Oh,
you.
shit,
How do
check
you
MO.
square a ban on menthol cigarettes being pulled and then announcing this ban on food dyes? And then how does the president feel about this upcoming ban that's that RFK is going
Oh.
Well, look, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, the president nominated him because he trusts him to make this country healthy again.
China,
It's not just a
K-Web is the
slogan, it really
ETF,
is a movement
Pinduoduo,
that has,
Baidu,
broken ground
Baba.
across the country. There's millions of people who believe in RFK Jr., Secretary Kennedy, and what he's doing. I don't want to get ahead of HHS with this historic announcement later and the details of it, but obviously the Secretary feels that he has reason and evidence to announce the ban on artificial dyes later, and I'll let him speak to that this afternoon. Phil.
There's an artificial. Look, MO's dropping a little bit, but are they announcing a ban on the dyes today?
A number of government agencies. I'm curious, should we expect mass firings, or is this a case-by-case approach, a scalpel or a sledgehammer?
Well, look, as you saw on Friday, the president put out a statement about it. The Office of Personnel Management reclassified workers. They're now called scheduled policy/career. And all the president is trying to do is ensure that federal workers are being held accountable for corrupt behavior. If they are engaging in corruption as a government worker, they should no longer have their job. I think that's pretty common sense. He also believes that bureaucrats should be acting in accordance to the will of the American public, who duly elected this president. Not just this president, but all future presidents. If you work for the government, you should be adhering to the will of the American public and advancing the administration's goals and interests. And if you are not doing that, then you should go find another job whose interests you align with. So as for specific firings, I would defer you to the specific agencies, but the president in this move and Office of Personnel Management, it will make it easier to get rid of rogue bureaucrats.
I know, bro. I whiffed UVXYs. That call went down.
Sure.
Well, real quick, a federal court ruled last Thursday that Google's dominance of online advertising.
Yeah, those places are down 30 now. That just got washed. So even on the pop.
Laws. I know the president has spoken to
That play will come break even once we go a little higher, though. I could already tell. You need to move up, but then they already slashed it down 30, so that'll buy you some time.
I'll have to ask him, and I'll get back to you, Phil. You're welcome. John.
Thanks a lot, Carolina. Some economic questions for you. Kevin Hassett has been a key economic advisor to the president in both of his terms. In 2022,
And he still is.
And he still is.
He was just in my office.
Absolutely. In 2022,
Putin offers to halt Ukraine invasion along current front line.
That's a direct
Or?
quote. Is that something that
Hold on, that candle's still tripping out. That brought the premiums up, but they're still washed.
Well, look, I think the president has made his position on the Fed and on Powell quite clear. The president believes that they have been making moves and taking action in the name of politics rather in the name of what's right for the American economy. The president has the right to express his displeasure with the Fed, and he has the right to say
Vladimir Putin has offered to halt invasion as part of efforts to reach a peace deal with President Trump. Remember, homeboy just canceled another meeting, Ukraine, and some other headlines, so I wouldn't get too jumpy on that one.
They are actually doing things, again, out of the best interest of the economy, or are they doing it for partisan reasons? The president wants to see interest rates lower. He has made that quite clear.
We've also seen, if I may, I'm sorry, one more, Caroline, just about, I said two economic questions. About the dollar, we've seen the dollar at multi-year lows versus the euro and other currencies around the world. Is it the administration's policy for a strong dollar? How does it view the dollar versus other currencies around the world?
The president wants to see the dollar remain as the world's reserve currency for our long-term fiscal stability and our economic growth. He's been quite clear about that. Sure.
Two questions.
And then to the woman behind you, who I haven't seen before, welcome. Go ahead, Mary.
Earth Day and then the Supreme Court, if that's okay.
That's right. It's Earth Day.
Yes.
Happy Earth Day, everyone.
I saw the president truthing about the garbage pileup from China in the Pacific, and then I believe Lee Zeldin is headed to San Diego to investigate the pile of sewage from Mexico. Can you speak to what the White House has planned for Earth Day and anything in that arena?
Sure. I do have points from the EPA. Administrator Zeldin's doing a fantastic job, and they are always sharing their accomplishments with the White House, which we very much appreciate. He will be traveling. I believe he's in California today for sewage situation. Here you go. Administrator Zeldin met with his Mexican counterpart to discuss steps Mexico needs to take to ensure the water entering the United States is clean and safe. And he's holding a press conference in San Diego today with elected officials and local stakeholders on the Tijuana River sewage crisis. I would also add from the president himself, he has always maintained he wants America to have the cleanest air and the cleanest water. And we want to do what's right for our environment and for our earth. And a lot of that is making sure that we have clean and sustainable energy, and we know that we produce natural gas cleaner and more efficiently than any country in this world, and the president wants to see that continue.
Thank you. And then on the Supreme Court, I know the court is hearing a case dealing with parents who don't want their kids having to read gender ideology books in schools. Can you comment on that case and what the Trump administration hopes to see come from that?
Sure. We hope the Supreme Court will do the right thing, and the president has been very clear. He stands on the side of parental rights, and he believes strongly that parents should have a greater say in their children's education and the content, if you will, that children are being exposed to in our public school system. Sure. Go ahead.
Hi. I'm Carolina Lumetta with World News Group. The administration ended some temporary protections for Afghans, including several hundred Christians who have been punished by the Taliban. Is the president considering any exceptions for Afghans who could face death or torture if they return to their home country?
So let's just be clear about one thing. We didn't end that proactively. It expired, and it's because the previous administration illegally paroled millions of people, or hundreds of thousands of people, into the country, and then gave them temporary protective status, which again is a temporary status. It's not a permanent status in this country. And if there are individuals here who came in through the Biden administration who want to claim asylum, there is a legal process to do that, and those cases will be adjudicated by a judge on a case-by-case basis. We have a legal immigration process in this country for a reason, and all this administration is trying to do is effectuate that. Reagan.
Thank you, Caroline. I have 2 questions for you
Sure.
on immigration. March deportation numbers were down slightly from the same time period last year. SCOTUS recently ordered a pause on deporting Trinidad and Tobago members with the Alien Enemies Act. I'm curious what other tools the administration is looking at to boost those deportation numbers.
Sure. Well, we are obviously complying with the court's order. However, it was a temporary pause. The Supreme Court basically said, sit tight, and they will follow up with an order, and we're confident that the Supreme Court will rule on the side of law and recognize the president absolutely has the executive authority to deport foreign terrorists from our nation's interior under the Alien Enemies Act. We feel very strongly about that, and we're confident the courts will side with the president and his executive authority. As for deportations, we continue to deport illegal criminals under Title VIII, which is an immigration authority given to our Border Patrol agents and the Department of Homeland Security to deport illegal criminals from this country. And the administration continues to do that at record speed as quickly as they can with the resources that they have.
They recently dropped charges against the MS-13 leader caught in Woodbridge, Virginia, with the idea that this will expedite the deportation process. Does the administration plan to drop charges against other criminal illegals to speed along the deportation process?
You'd have to ask the Department of Justice. Obviously, that's within their purview, and I can't speak for them. However, it is our goal to deport as many illegal criminals and aliens from our country as we possibly can, as quickly as we can. Jackie.
Thank you, Caroline. We've heard so much about this Saudi trip planning, and the president's mentioned it himself before, but I don't think we've ever heard on the record what he hopes to achieve in Saudi Arabia and what the purpose of the trip is.
Sure. Well, the president looks forward to this. It was supposed to be his first foreign visit, but of course now he is going to Rome this weekend to honor the Pope and attend the funeral. The president looks to.
All right, those plays came back up. They're down like 10% now.
In which he will be visiting. He'll be having many bilateral
I expected it to go a little higher. Still down a little bit. But I'm going to go pee. I think this is going to end soon. Not bad.
Saudi Arabia.
I can't speak to that. However, I do have an update on meetings when it comes to the Russia-Ukraine war. I was just in the Oval Office with the President, Steve Witkoff, and they wanted everybody to know that the negotiations continue. We feel, again, we're hopefully moving in the right direction, and the special envoy, Steve Witkoff, will be heading to Russia again later this week to continue talks with Vladimir Putin.
Is that why Rubio is not heading to London? Is he accompanying Witkoff to Moscow?
I can't speak for the Secretary of State's travel schedule. I'd defer you to the Department of State.
And more broadly, just about the peace agreement, the talks that are ongoing. Secretary Rubio had said that if things don't go the right way, that the U.S. might need to take a step back. What does stepping back look like? Is that a step back from brokering peace, or would that imply a broader withdrawal from U.S. support for Ukraine and the war?
Look, I think it would be unwise for me to broadcast that from this podium. Ultimately, that's a decision for the president to make, but he's made it very clear he wants to see peace, he wants to see this war end, and he wants to stop the killing on both sides of this war, and he's been very clear about that for quite some time, and he has grown frustrated with both sides of this war, and he's made that very known. Brian.
Thank you, Caroline. Last week, the president talked about nonprofit groups, specifically taking on crew, and he hinted that there could be further actions taken against nonprofits. Does the White House have any plans for any sort of actions against NGOs, nonprofits, or other similar groups? Is any of that coming up? Is that being worked on at this time?
I'll have to check in with our policy team and get back to you. Sure.
Thank you, Caroline. Travis Gilmore with the Epoch Times. Are some colleges using taxpayer funds to further political agendas? And what is the administration's response to Harvard's lawsuit?
How dare you! The president has made it quite clear that it's Harvard who has put themselves in a position to lose their own funding.
I had one yesterday, Joshua. I don't know if Josh is here. We could talk about that company too.
taxpayer
still have to go
funds
over
to
PHILO.
abide
This
by federal law. It's quite
Project
simple.
2025
The president
ass
made it
need to
clear he's
hurry
not going
up.
to tolerate violations of federal law. He's not going to tolerate illegal harassment and violence towards Jewish American students or students of any faith on our campuses across the country. And so we will be responding to the lawsuit in court. And again, it's quite simple. If you want federal dollars, obey federal law.
And just a quickly follow up on China. Any response to reports that China is targeting U.S. trade allies with potential retaliatory measures for supporting U.S. agendas?
I think the numbers and the sheer number of countries that have reached out to the United States and reached out to this administration to cut good trade deals speak for themselves. The entire world knows that they need the United States of America and they want to do business here. And so we'll stay focused on cutting good trade deals on behalf of the American worker. Stephanie.
Thank you, Carolyn. Can you give us any additional details from the president's call with Netanyahu today?
I did speak to the president about it. It was a good call. They spoke particularly about Iran and the negotiations that are underway with Iran and the United States. And the president has made it very clear repeatedly, but I'll reiterate, there is no daylight between the United States of America and the state of Israel. He stands strongly behind our ally. He's made it quite clear when it comes to Iran that we want to see a deal, and Iran has a choice to make. But the president has also made it very clear, and he reiterated that in his call with Prime Minister Netanyahu today about the need for Iran to never obtain a nuclear weapon. I do have one more bit of news that I would like to share with all of you. Just give me 1 second to find it.
One more.
And it's in regards to the terrorist attack that took place in India earlier today. The president has been briefed by the National Security Advisor, and he's being kept up to speed as more facts are learned. What we know already is dozens were killed and even more were injured in a brutal terrorist attack in a popular tourist location in South Kashmir. President Trump will be speaking with Prime Minister Modi as soon as he possibly can to express his heartfelt condolences for those lost. And our prayers are with those injured and our nation's support for our ally, India. These types of horrific events by terrorists are why those of us who work for peace and stability in the world continue our mission. So we'll give you a readout of that call later this afternoon. There's a lot of work to be had. You may hear from the president later this afternoon as well, and we'll see you all later. Thank you.
Were any Americans among those dual American citizens?
Noise. All right, not bad. You had more comments on the Besant thing. That's what brought us down. Literally, remember the Besant comment we ran up? They confirmed it, and it didn't sound as good. And then we went down. But then literally, she was talking. She confirmed they're discussing it, 17 trade deals. But then they said it will take months. So it was both good and bad. And then we gave up the extra rally, still holding up 1.6, NASDAQ 2. And right here, you are literally where you opened up on the gap down last night or yesterday. So not too bad, ladies and gentlemen, but it's time. It's time. Are you guys ready? Yeah, dude, long term is killing it. We added to the long term. Oh, man. Wait, I need to find it, though. I had something I wanted. I have a lot, I guess, of PHILO today. It could be simple, but let me see. I had another reading. Is it page 83, I believe? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, I just wanted this quote. Yeah. We may hear from Trump this afternoon. I thought that was on India. So we got some updates on that too. First 100 days, only a week away. And do you know it's a second away? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and guys, how you feeling, bro? How are you feeling? Oh, it's PHILO time. So, I hope you're having a good day. I hope your day is amazing. I hope you had a good week, man. We got a lot more too, man, and stay in the game. That's it. Just stay alive. But we are at PHILO now. So I'm going to read a little bit from the Bible, and I have a big one to talk to you about today. But it's quite simple, you guys. If you are here right now, it's because you want to be. Is there stocks going on? There is. But I am choosing to do something else. I want to do this right now, and a lot of people have paid to be here. So it's very simple. If you don't believe in any of this stuff, you don't like it, that's cool. I don't really take it that personally. But I will not tolerate a disruption. So don't take it too personally either. I'm not like getting really mad at you, but if it does not flow with the theme of what we are talking about, I'm going to ban it. So there's no room for jokes right now. This isn't a debate on what you believe in or what I am choosing to push on people. It's not that. It's very simple. If you vibe with it, vibe with it. If you don't, that's okay. No one's asking you to do anything except be respectful with some elegance, you know? That's all. You could vibe, you could learn, and if you do care about stocks, post only stock info. If something breaking happens, if something important is going on, I will put down my reading and I will address it. If there's something big, you need a confirmation, I will do that. So that way, we all have a good workflow. Everybody gets what they want. We could be productive. This doesn't have to be something that slows us down, and everybody could walk away with something. So if you vibe, you don't need to say anything. All you got to do is uphold that standard. Otherwise, everything else, we just gonna clap you and not think anything of it. So that being said, I'm glad you guys chose to be here. You know that? And for real, like I told you, man, we're going to talk about it. It's going to relate to one of them, but I might as well tell you now. Thank you all for being here. For real, man. You don't have to be here, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to be here either. And I'm telling you, one of the most beautiful things in this life is doing what you love to do. Doing what you like to do and love it, and being in a place where you're not doing something you secretly hate. Again, I mean, I'm not even around people. I don't have to act like I like people if I don't. You know what I'm saying? But the way some of y'all had came out, found a way to have community, it relates to one of the topics we're going to talk about today. And again, a brother is born in the time of need. And to be able to share things with people and to have that same intensity, bro, God bless you all, man. So thank you, for real. And that being said, though, I need you to value this in every aspect of your life. You know that? For real. Believe me, am I grateful for you, Chad? I am. But I'm so grateful for my girlfriend, too. I'm still grateful that my parents are on this earth and I could still talk to them. I'm grateful for all of my friends that never switched up on me. You know what I'm saying? So bring this to everywhere in your life, you know? I'm telling you, gratitude, appreciation. Some of y'all are telling me, man, you're like, they're traded. I need the Men in Black. My memory. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, for real. This right here will help you. Gratitude. Telling you. So, you know why we don't got to stress out about a play, bro? You're appreciating more than just one play. You know what I'm saying? You're appreciating life. Why do you think I'm playing this shit like a video game, dude? I'm having fun. I'm playing this shit like it's 2K. You know, I'm grateful in so many elements of my life right now. That's why no one play, don't let it capture your mind like that. Okay? Don't let it gamble mess your mind up. Nah, don't let it, your uncle told you this. So be grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you, man. I'm grateful for the things in my life that look good when they look good. I'm grateful when you bring, again, isn't it like people, bro? I told even on the vlog, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, society, how it all is. And like people, bro, it's a beautiful thing to connect with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to have that, and the fact that we do, I think that's valuable. And I think that's at the end of the day, even if a mother don't value it, I'm grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll get you a long way. So just wanted to start off with that. And I'll start off with another one because this one wasn't planned. Because remember I told you somebody talking today and he said, how do you handle this? How do you handle that? Because I got the juice, bro. I got the juice. I'm not going to lie to you. I got the juice, but I really don't. All jokes aside, we could have fun. But like for real, dude, we are nothing. Do you know that? See, as much as I appreciate life and you should be grateful, bro. But we are nothing. Do you know that? Kaplan on China. Adversary rival inextricably linked to U.S. See, there you go. You see how we get that stock shit? Bill Owens is ending career at CBS News. Mm-hmm. But yeah. We were talking about that. You remember that? Someone brought it up in the day? And I said this. I said, we're nothing. I said, I read this morning. And I told y'all, some of you were surprised. You're even saying you're happy this is behind a paywall. Like, dude, do you realize I probably have slightly, it's probably like 20%, 10% less the amount of people that are like haters. They're Bible-loving, Jesus-toting Christians that will hate me. Do you know, you want to know what's funny? Do you know what's funny to me that's happened in the last 3 months? I have been cussed out by Christian people who have criticized my cussing. I can't even make it up. I'm telling you, I laugh, but it's okay. This has nothing to do with me. This has to do, it's bigger. It's bigger than rap, dog. You know? It really comes down to what is in your heart, man. That's why even with some of y'all, you know, and you're the way you're like, I don't believe in Jesus, but I believe in love. I believe in this. It's like, dude, some of you are closer to the Lord than these people that are getting ready and doing this performative church action that they call Jesus. You know, they don't call on Jesus. I could tell. They have hid behind the religion to give them something. Because you know what my religion tells me? My religion tells me I'm nothing, dude. My religion says all the money I've made, all the things I think are accomplishments, it's nothing. It's trash. What do you mean? I'm a human. I have blood. You have blood. We are the same. What do you mean, bro? You know I love history because it points this out. When I look back at history, it's a dust. It's a speck. We're nothing, bro. All this stuff's beautiful, what man could make, what man has accomplished. I don't discount it, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm honored to be here. This little thing we call life in this generation, all of it. But it's like, dude, that's all. It's all just a speck. Here today, gone tomorrow. So this is what I read. As the scriptures say, no one is righteous. Not even one. No one is truly wise. No one is seeking God. All have turned away. All have become useless. No one is good. Not a single one. Their talk is foul, like the stench from an open grave. Their tongues are filled with lies. Snake venom drips from their lips. Their mouths are full of cursing and bitterness. They rush to commit murder. Destruction and misery always follows them. They don't know where to find peace. They have no fear of God at all. I love it. You know why? Because halfway through that, you might be tempted to think about somebody. But if you're really reading it, it's talking about you. Do you know how many times I've read that and I try to look to somebody else? Do you know how many times I've read that and I'm like, oh, the world. Ah, these liberals. Ah, these guys again. No, dude, it's about us. That's what it literally says. Nobody is truly righteous. You think that foul talk is just my F word? It's every time we curse our brother, every time we don't show love, every time we show lack of faith. Oh, the many times we have fell short. That's why I asked some of y'all the other day. I was like, do you really fear God? You know, think about it. And think about what a curse is, man. Because, again, I'm not good at it. I don't think I curse. I think I have bad language to this standard, but I don't. In my heart, bro, I know I'm not cursing anybody. Amen. But let me give you an example. Let me give you an example how stupid this is. And how dumb we are and how short-sighted we are. All of us. As humans, religion, all of it. You know what the young kids, you know, when I grew up, you know what my mom, they would get really mad. You know what you were never supposed to say? I swear to God. People would always tell you, don't do that. They would say that's wrong and bad. And again, the Bible even says don't take the Lord's name in vain, don't swear on it, right? All right, are you ready for this one, though? Do you know what the irony is? So when these young kids walk around nowadays and they say, yeah, on God, bro, on God. Where does that fit in? No, it's not the same, because guess what? They didn't say, I swear to God. Yeah, but you know what they're saying in their heart. I thought that was interesting. That's what I was thinking about when I read that. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Because we all like that. It's in the heart. You know, when I say on God, you know it's swearing to God. You don't have to say swear to God to still swear. And just because they don't say I swear doesn't mean you know what they're doing. You know what it means in their heart. Interesting though, right? So, there was that part. I'm going to give you one part and then I'm going to give you the main one. It's actually a really cool one. Are you ready for this? I was telling y'all yesterday, and I'm glad you guys had questions. I said, don't fall for the same outdated promise that was fake. Don't fall for the same thing, dude. And I love it because somebody was even like, how do I know? Dude, you don't have to know. You know that? You don't have to know, bro. That's the beauty. And I hope all of you, maybe you do this now. Maybe you do this today, bro. Before you go to bed, whenever you got a free moment, bro, I want you to pray. Like really go to yourself privately. Don't tell anybody. Pray. And if you feel like you don't know, right? You're like, how do I know this is God? How do I know this? This is all. I don't know what to do, man. God, I don't know. I'm tempted to go this path. I could go this. You don't know, right? Good. Tell God that. Admit it. That's all you need to do, bro. You need to ask God for help. I was not expecting any of you to have the answer. Neither is he. Do y'all feel me? Yeah, bro. That's one of the many ways you could even embrace uncertainty. Fed Kashgari, independent policy leads to better economic outcomes. Bitcoin running. New high at least. But that's the point. Bro, you don't know? Just ask. That's the whole, I'm telling you, man. Being able to ask for help. To lower your pride and all that's not a bad thing, dude. I think that's more character development some of us might need. Some of us haven't even myself, it took me a long time, you know that. I don't like asking people for things. And I don't like receiving it. You know why? And you should all remember this. Because, my parents taught me this. And it's so true. Anytime somebody try to give you something, anytime you take something, people ain't giving you shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to imply something, or whether they say it or not. I've told this to my girlfriend. I educate her on this. I've even sat her friends down and told her fucking friends this. Because I'm like, come on, guys. I said, you don't take anything from anybody. You're dealing with people. They're going to, whether you think so or not, they're going to start expecting stuff. Kaplan, negotiations, better if behind closed doors. So, you got to think about that, man. That's not a good, just in general of life. Taking and receiving, that's why a good, genuine gift is so beautiful. But most of the time, a lot of people, their intentions are very skewed. That's why I don't like taking free stuff. I don't want to receive something and have to listen to somebody. I don't want to take something and then you think, oh, just because of this, I got to do that. And be careful of that. Think about that. The next time when people are trying to ask yourself, that's what, someone's saying, even then, they're like, would you go on Bloomberg A couple years ago, I would have said, yeah. Now, no. I don't want any of that. I don't want anything to do with those people. I know, no. You're going to try to give me something? No. So think about that. You give to the needy with no expectation and privately. That's how you do it. Very simple. Hopefully detached too. Like I'm saying, I've learned this in my life too. I try to help a lot of people close to me, but I realize that, and I still do, like I help out the people I care about and, my friends who need it. But at the same time, I have realized I became more of an enabler. I've had more better things by just helping organizations and groups that I can't necessarily help myself, but I was able to support in other ways. How to learn to feel enough in life? Turn off the noise, G. You know that? Because I don't even know you. You know that, right? I have no idea who you are. And I already think what you believe is false. Because I think you are enough. I don't even know you, and I believe that because I just know humans. I'm racist. And if you don't know what I'm racist towards humans. I believe humans are superior. I believe we are so fucking special. Nothing is like us at all in any capacity. It's evident. We share similarities with animals, but we do stuff they can never, ever share with us. So, honestly, just turn off the noise. That's why. So, we live in a world, bro, that's fucking crazy. And there's a lot of things, bro. And like I'm saying, people want perfect in trades. I said this last night. They're trying to get perfection. Like it's like they have Instagram eating disorders. Like you're never going to be perfect. This world sends this image. They tell you that everybody markets perfect to sell you and then all that. But I'm sure your base case right now, you probably have enough, but the noise is getting to you. So maybe, let's talk about it. I'm glad you asked that. So are you guys ready for today now? Because above all else, bro, I hope you guys will receive well. And like I told you, man, just ask for help. And this is what I was trying to say yesterday, man. Do not, and this is a good one. This isn't the main one, but this is a good one, dude. Do not forfeit your blessing for a moment of grief. Okay? Stop it. Do you hear me, Chad? I said this to you yesterday. I said, what's the point of quitting only to come back running to the Lord later? It's either you really stop it or you stay on this no matter what, dude. Because you are going to get frustrated. You are going to get held back at one moment. You know that, right? It's not going to play out how you think. That's okay. But the point is, you don't forfeit your blessing in a small moment of grief. That's what I'm saying. You get in a situation, I want to quit. Why would you quit when you're going to go back to it a year later and now we're just going to waste a year of time? Why? Because you got frustrated. You had a little bit of grief. So now you want to forfeit this whole thing. You got a little mad. So now we're never going to get a house. Oh, now that idea is never there. Why? What are you saying? That's not how my God works. Neither. If it's your God too, then what are you telling me? No, well, I'm frustrated. No. Cap. So, keep that in mind, baby. But now, this is what I wanted to talk about. I think this one's very important. It's funny because I saw this and I was like, damn, that's facts. And this isn't necessarily this isn't from the Bible or nothing, but I think it relates. I already read you the Bible. Oh, but man, our body and soul are very important. That's why I hope you guys take care of yourselves. I've been telling you that. But your soul and all these emotions, you probably heard of the 7 deadly sins, right? These are things we all go through. Right? Lust, pride, gluttony, all that stuff. Yeah, guess what? Why do we go through that? The classic sins, exactly. Why do we go through that? Why do we all universally share that? I would argue it is because we all are craving something. And usually the 7 deadly sins, they hit us first. Or again, you can't have bad. Bad doesn't exist in and of itself. Only good does. Bad comes from perverting good. So usually, as we go for things that our soul desires, we end up at these cheap substitutes. Or we end up in somewhere else that doesn't get us there. So that's what I want to talk about. Are you ready? Let's talk about our favorite ones. This is the one at the bottom. Lust. Your body wants lust. You're craving it. You know that? We all naturally just want to fuck. I hate to break it to you, Mom. You know that I wasn't allowed to say sex growing up. Now look at me. It was a weird topic in my house. I think that's why when I got freed, I was like, woo! Oh, yeah, lust. I love a beautiful woman. Some of you guys love beautiful women. Guys, you love everything, huh? You love lust. Why? Where does that come from? Why do we all deal with it? It's your hardest struggle. Well, are you ready? I don't know. I should have parrot. Are you guys ready for this, Philo? It's hella deep. It's hella deep, dude. I could stop now if you want. Because there's no turning back once I keep going. I'm just making, I should have prefaced it because you were like, yeah, that's my struggle. And I'm going to say, bro, this is big, but I'd rather leave you ignorant than knowing the truth and not following it. Nah. It's not Satan pulling us away, man. Believe it or not. Are you ready? Do you know why you have lust? Do you know what your soul is really telling you? Why you want to chase man and woman after woman? Why it's never enough, dude? I don't know. I've been there, bro. I don't get it. Why? What does the soul really want? You have lust and you settle that lust, but your soul is looking for union. Yes, sir. You got it. Union. Wow. Do you get it? That's why when you keep going, you go through all of, that's why you could go through the game of lust, but you always feel depleted. You're out of energy. You're just going. You're going. You would think you would have got what you wanted, but no. It's because your body, your soul really wants union. It's looking for community. It's looking for somebody to really share with. Yeah, your eyes like what they see, but their soul is looking for all of it. It says, I want somebody physically, mentally, my soul, I want union. We were born into a union, dude. From the moment you got here, whether it was a shitty one or a good one, you were born into family. What are you telling me? Your first experience in this world was being brought into a union. And then from that day forward, you just live. And whether it was good or bad or this or that. But again, the lust. Why do you keep circling this? And again, I've been there, bro. Trust me. It's because union. I was really looking for union, bro. I was. That's why I'm saying to a degree, bro. Why do you think I told you this? I was like, thank you, guys. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad I got rid of the negative energy. And I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care anymore. I'm ready for it. I used to avoid a fight. Now, fuck it. Line them up. But I'm glad. You know why? Because I want union. I want union with people. The good people. I want to be around the people where, what do you mean you could recognize the stuff I'm doing? You gonna come to me tell me I'm doing good? Amen, bro. Not everybody could see that. I like that. I want to be around that. And if you could see good, I bet you're going to be around other people who could see good. It's union. We come together. All of our souls crave it. Why do you think I don't give a fuck if I banned you? You were a little, again, do you know how many fucking crazy stalkers are the homies now? I'd like union. I like a real union. I like it. Gil, go. Get through your little hissy fit. Go through all of it. Go. Run it through. Compare me to everybody. I'll still be here, dog. God willing. But I want union. A real brother, bro. Our souls desire it, but that's important. But that's why I said, why? What's the point of burning bridges? What's the point of spending time? Even then, even if you don't trust me, you shouldn't spend a single second here. Don't fall for the trick of, oh, I need to find out if he's legit. No. You don't trust someone, leave. You don't like them, don't deal with them. It's bad for your soul. You don't believe me? I'm taking my own advice. You don't see it? Nope. Gone. I'm not dealing with that. Nope. No, I don't like it. If I don't trust you, why would I listen? Seriously. I know. I'll get my other points of view from elsewhere and we could listen in. I know. Call it whatever you want, but think about it. If I view people negatively, I'm not going to let them in my ear. Neither should you. You got to really think about this. I've seen a lot of people do, and that's what I'm saying. You're not getting the union. You're creating a habit of listening to people you don't even like. What? It's a weird one, man. But union, and good union is important. Otherwise, you'll spend your time lusting, and that materializes in crazy ways. But that's the first one. So what's the next one? Gluttony. That's the other one. Overconsumption. Glutton. Some of you are gluttons. You know that? Some of you are gluttons with cigarettes and weed and drugs and alcohol and food and porn. Do you want me to keep going? Gluttony. How do you overconsume constantly? Why? What drives that? I'm caffeine. I'm a fucking, yeah. Hey, man, you got me, bro. Shout out. Nah, I got hella convicted by that. Amen. Advice caffeine. I'm a glutton for caffeine, dude. You have no idea. Why? I drink so, I'll have more and more and more and more and more. Oh. Why? What does your soul really want? You're a glutton and you overconsume. Whatever it may be. Why? What is the soul looking for? The soul, it really just wants nourishment. Damn. That's deep, bro. You know why? Because it highlights the truth of something. You could have a lot of things, but you don't really get a lot of value from it. Why do you keep consuming more and more and more and more and more and more and more? But it's never enough. It's because your body's looking for real nourishment. Your body wants something that your soul is looking for something to nourish it and give it what it needs to have the energy to be rested. But a lot of times, we fall for the cheap substitute. We just overconsume everything. We're looking for nourishment. That's it. Again, a better meal is going to be better than a feast of trash. But in the looking for the nutrients, we all feast on the trash. I'm not innocent. This is something to think about. Next time you're over-consuming, ask yourself what nourishment you need. What are you really looking for? What is your soul really trying to get? Because it needs something. That's what's fueling the desire. But what? This one's a good one. Are you ready for the next one? Greed. The 7 deadly sins of greed. greed, bro. Greed. This one is all of ours. That's what I'm saying. I hate a motherfucker who act like this don't exist. So, bro, that's the thing I really learned about money. Having money, bro. Oh, dude, I was so naive. You know that? That's why God is good, bro. You know, I feel like God gave me enough and put me in certain situations. And, like, he gave me enough room to see a lot. He didn't hurt me too bad. I guess I did go through a lot of different things, but I'm grateful. But it's like, dude, I've seen greed, and I've seen greed in people, dude, that it's mind-blowing. And it's a real wild thing, dude. For real. So don't be naive and act like it's not in you and not in the world. I don't care what you believe, what you social virtue signal as. It doesn't matter. Because this is real. And it influences people. And it gets them to move. And if you are not watching this, it will consume you. Believe me. But why do we get greedy? What is the soul really looking for? The soul is really wanting something, but it comes out as greed. Or when we go for it and we don't really fulfill it, we end here. We end at greed. But we really wanted something. There's something that greed equates to on a soul level. But we just do it the wrong way. It's not. See, people don't get this one. This one's difficult. Because I'm going to say it, and then you're going to go, oh, that makes sense. Greed. The soul really wants something. It wants a virtue, but we end up greedy. The soul wants generosity. Damn. Your greed is because your soul wants generosity. I think it makes sense, bro. And then do you know how many people I know have turned into greedy bastards? And their first goal when they met me, I just want to give back to my family. I just want to help out the people that help. Then I'm like, what? I don't think you started off bad, bro. Most people don't. Most of us, we got into this game and we had generosity in our hearts. You know? We wanted to make money. We wanted to take care of our family, our kids. You know, just have a giveaway, help people out. We want the generosity, bro. Our soul loves generosity. We want to be generous with people. It's good for our soul. We receive generosity. It's good for our soul. It's a good thing. But when that goes wrong, it turns into greed. That's the issue right there. Our body wants generosity. Our soul does. But then the body gets greedy. See, that's the thing about it. In going for, if everybody was generous, that would mean there would be a lot going around. But physically, when there's a lot, it's hard to not get greedy. So think about that. And if for real, and if your goal was generosity, my brother, don't let the greed ruin that. You know what I'm saying? For real. This could take off a big burden for some of y'all. This could help realign the vision for some of y'all. Because I know you didn't start off this greedy. See what I'm saying? The generosity you desired, it's still there. It still exists. It didn't go anywhere. But it is going to be how you pursue it. Don't let your generosity turn to greed. Now, this is the next one. Envy. So when we envy others, what is the thing at play that's being perverted? There's something getting twisted because our soul really wants something. But how come we end up envious of others? Envy. What does the soul really want? So that's what I say. Some of y'all, when y'all get envious, you really want something else. Envy is stopping you from this. That's why it makes you bothered sometimes. The soul with envy, it's really just craving the love of others. You know that, right? Y'all don't get it. Bro, all of us, we love talking with people. You know that? Bro, your best friend, that one person you connected with, that's a valuable thing. The homies, the group chat. Oh, you don't think people don't like each other? Nah, we do. Deep down, we are all craving and striving to love each other. I really believe it. But it gets perverted and we just stop at envy. The challenge is you want to love that person, but you're like, oh my gosh, he's so annoying. Oh, I want to love this guy, but he's this. I want to love him, but he supports this. But now do you see how difficult it is? Do you see how envy is just a lazy attempt at loving others? It really is. Because your goal was to set out, love people, be involved in the world, and then you just stopped and settled at envy. So now you see somebody that bothers you, and now all you see is negativity and seeing the love in others still. Oh, they don't feel me. Hey, yo, those spy plays are up. Envy is really craving the love of others, bro. That's not a bad thing. And I want y'all to think about that, bro. If you getting envious, ask yourself, is this why? Do you really just want the love? And that's okay. And that's what I was trying to tell some of y'all the other day. I'm like, dude, you're going to get way more when you just be yourself. Some of you need to put down this weird, like, stop acting in a certain way and getting all, this little fucking meme attitude and this aggressiveness with people you don't know. It's only going to make it harder. I told y'all, if you're nice to people, it's so hard for them. Let them be mean to you if you're nice. That's great. They're pieces of shit. Do you see what I'm saying? But, nah, bro. You make life easier. It'll be if that's what you want. Like, why are you envious? Why do you see somebody have what you want and get mad? You should realize it's possible. But above all else, if you're craving that love and that connection, bro, people are also looking for that. They will give it to you. But you can't be letting it stop at envy. You have to give yourself these opportunities. You know that? I don't think some of y'all are unlikable. I think you are just putting it on difficult mode and trying to be very abrasive. And then you're acting confused when people don't like you. Again, my behavior right now, do you think I'm fucking confused why people don't like me? Oh, I'm not confused at all. But a couple years ago when all I did was be nice, give away free shit, and you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't being mean to people. And I really was. I was like, that would be a little bit more confusing. So stop doing that and acting like, oh, I can't connect with people. I need it. No. Watch. Lower your guard. If you really want that loving others, you show it. You'll get it back, dude. Otherwise, it's just going to end at envy. Envy is really just craving the love of others. This one. I love this. Wrath. You've heard this one, right? Wrath. Are you guys familiar? Those plays are green. Remember, they dropped. That was like our losing one. But now that's back up. You're a bartender, you feel like everyone changes your mind to brag. Yeah, I changed it. Good. That's what I'm saying. You'll probably make more connects and you'd be surprised. And who cares? If they want to brag, let them brag. But you would be surprised. Give yourself a little extra window. You know what I'm saying? A little, you'll meet more people. Worst case, you'll get a good story. You'll get a good laugh. But I would do anything but envy. Don't stop there. All right, I'm out of that play. There's literally like 2 penny gain. So at least it's not a loss. It was up 20%, then just came down. I got filled terrible. But yeah. Are you ready? Wrath. I like this one because this is something I think is very important. And I see it because I know when I've ever had wrath, I agree with this. I agree with what my soul is really craving. I think a lot of y'all I see this from a lot of you guys too. I get it. Wrath. Right? Wrath. What is it really saying? Yeah, you got it. Look at that's the one y'all got right away. When you have wrath, it is because your soul really wants justice. That's what it is. The wrath comes because you failed at expressing yourself, or in the process of trying to express yourself for justice, it ends with wrath. That's what the soul really wants. That's why it's so important. I mean, go look around. Where does the world go crazy? Where have you seen wrath? You can't tell me justice wasn't in the picture or lacking. It's actually very important. That's what I'm saying. The times where I say things where I'm like, man, it's justice. So what do? Go for real justice. That's why on some of these explanations, bro, I'm telling, even yesterday, I was like, bro, I'm not mad. I want to educate people. I think the news, believe me, makes me want to be wrath, but I want justice. I hope we could balance things out. I hope I could give you the other side of the story to make it more fair, to make it more lined up. So think about it. Very big, bro. Because we really want justice. You lashing out, you having wrath with people. My brother, I think you're, again, seeking justice is a good thing. But if we do it the wrong way, it comes out dangerous and aggressive, right? It comes out as wrath. The soul wants justice. And please, if you guys haven't realized, if this is something that causes this, my brother, do not downplay the importance of justice. Do you understand? Because when I was young, I didn't get it. I always hear people talk about justice. I never really valued it. I was too young. I didn't get it. Oh, dude, justice is really important. This is what bothers people. This is what people hate to see that. You hate to see somebody get let off, somebody get in trouble. How come he got to do that, but he couldn't? We hate it. Naturally, everyone hates the lack of justice. So finding a way to actually express ourselves and actually achieve justice is important. But if you don't value it, this might be confusing. This will get really confusing for you. Because you're wrath and you have this wrath and you're lashing out. But if you don't value justice, deep down your soul is causing this for the lack of justice, but you can't put a word on it. Think about it. You have to value justice. That's why it's important to be fair. Not because of DEI, not because anybody told you to, not to fill a quota. It's because it's justice. That's why I like being fair. Honestly, you know why? Because you want justice, and if you value justice, you know that's important. Again, the verse of the day, even Jesus, the whole thing was he died for everybody. Justice. Again, all you people who have stole and hurt people on Wall Street, justice. So don't tell me shit. This is important. We all care about it. And how we will go and get justice will be the difference between wrath or not. So this one, I love it. This sloth. The deadly sin of lazy. I'm sure you've heard this. Sloth. This one's crazy. Because sloth is lazy. However, I will tell you, in the ways we go for this in the soul, what the soul really wants, it gets used against us with sloth. Because our soul really wants something, but we just never go and get it. But the contradiction is that sometimes in sloth, we become the sloth even though we're not lazy. This is going to blow your mind. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all every damn day. Do you not realize it? You may not be lazy, but this pressure that you have placed on yourself, it is very slothy. You may not realize it. Because the goal, here's the idea. You end up as sloth because your soul is really looking for peace. The problem is you are looking for peace through your efforts and work. That's why you're looking for peace. You're like, I need to do this. I need to do this. You end up doing nothing. You're not peaceful. But the other way it gets used against you, you start working so hard, trying to chase something and getting in your mind, I got to do this. You're not lazy, but you don't get peace. And my brother, you end up not moving because that lack of peace. You are a sloth. You see, it's very contradicting, but make no mistake. The guy who moves every day could still be a sloth. You know why? Because you don't have peace. Your work, your effort, deep down we are seeking peace. Why do you go to work? The money that it provides takes care of you. Some of you like your job, some of you don't. But you have peace knowing your family is taken care of. That's why, too, depending on how that's going, you might feel less or more peaceful. That's why when some of you, when you're up or down, you get that little voice in your head telling you to do something dumb. The lack of peace is getting you to say, yeah, do this, do this, do this. But again, before you know it, this lack of peace leading you to do nothing, it gets you not moving. So it's like a sloth. But my brother, don't be worried about, again, that's why I keep telling you all. Don't wear yourself out trying to get rich, but don't be lazy. Don't stress yourself out and lose peace over trying to acquire money when you know that's what you're here for. Especially if you're like, I like this. I'm fun. It's fun. I want to do it. This is my goal. We're going to do it. We could do that cool, calm, and collect. We could wake up every day. We could wake up early. We could be the first ones in, last one out without stressing. Keep your peace and vice versa. Don't be lazy. Don't just sit there and do nothing. Because again, you will lack the peace from it. So now, are you ready? The last one. I like this. Damn, that play is still up a little bit, but yeah, those calls hit. The last one is pride. Pride cometh before the fall, Chattadonia. That's what they told me. I agree. Pride. Pride is the devil. Thing is got a hold on me. Pride. What is the soul really looking for? When you stop at pride, you were looking for something but fell short. Pride. Nah, sloth is for peace. But pride. Nah. I don't think the guy who's being prideful, I don't think he was looking for peace. Think about it. Why are you bragging? Seriously, why do I have to ban people for flexing? You don't think, have you guys really thought about that? Why do I have to ban random people who are just telling you how much money they made? And why do they have to tell you? And why what's the goal? We go to pride because the soul is really craving self-love. The irony of pride is that it usually shows self-hatred. You know that? Because in your effort to show how good you are and get you to feel some way, you try to get somebody else to feel a certain way about what you have, and it's highlighting how I have to show you this because I don't think I have enough. It's actually a self-hatred. It's very wild. Exactly. Satan. The devil fell because of pride. Any fallen angel was pride. That's it. The love of God wasn't enough. Right? All this stuff wasn't enough. They were still lacking the self-love. They could not come to terms and had to find these external ways to love themselves. Pride is just really looking for self-love, bro. Like I said, all of this stuff, man. I've been telling y'all, man. Dude, enjoy. I was telling y'all with all these things, bro, I've been there, man. And I get it. But it's you have to love yourself. I believe in this. Again, I was just telling homeboy, bro, I think you're important. I don't know you. I really don't. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta love yourself, dude. You have to love your life. I don't care what it is. That's something I had to realize myself. My life got so much better the moment I started liking it. Not because I had a reason to like it. It was the moment I just started to, I appreciated who I am. Again, the moment I say I don't need them, I don't need them, I don't need to do that. I have what I have. I know what I got. And I like what I have. You don't have to like it, but I like it. That's it. Telling you. I said this last week, you need to bet on yourself. Again, don't let me be the guy hyping you up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me be the one who sees this and you don't. That's not okay. It's not. Because I'm not speaking nonsense. I'm just telling you it's real. You got something, you bet on it, bro. It's you. You can do things that they can't do. I could do things you'll never do. You could do things I could never do. Why do you want to conform? Double down and bet on that, bro. You got to value it. Don't be the guy. It's like my girl's dog. I've seen this guy, like, he's a fast dog, but he goes slow because he looks at what the other dogs are doing. It's like being in a race and you don't start racing until you see the other guy passing you, and now you have to go and catch up. Some of you got some good things to really love, but you won't love it until a motherfucker tell you they love it. No, I want you to love it first. Then your problem will be controlling your ego and pride, but at the very least, you should love it first and believe it. Then that's cool if they add to it. You know that, right? Like, it's cool that you guys liked the stream. I liked it without y'all. It's cool you guys like a video, a song. I liked it without y'all. That's what I've been telling all of you. I do things here because I want to do it. You need to do the same. I love it. I love it because I love it. I like what it is. Not with somebody else telling me, not with someone else. Nobody adds to it. You get it internally. My brother, you're a well of life. Tap into it, but you got to appreciate it. And that's what I'm saying. And if you appreciate it, you're going to take care of it. You really love yourself, you're going to start nourishing it the right way. You see what I'm saying? You really love yourself, you're going to start having the right union with people and looking for the good qualities of it all. You really start loving yourself, you'll handle generosity and you'll give generosity appropriately. You really start loving yourself, bro, it's going to be a lot easier to love others and not getting walled off by envy. You really love yourself, it'll be a lot easier to get peace. You know, you're not going to feel, oh, I have to work more, I have to do less to be this. No, you love yourself. You already feel it. You know what it is. Wasn't off of your works. So again, pride. Self-love, man. So, if you could love yourself, you'll love others. You'll get the other ones down. Or you could try to figure them all out. But Chad, you got a soul, man. And it wants something. And we all go through all of this. And I think that's not a small little line right there, bro. You know why that's important? You don't think it's weird we all go through this? So all of the things in the world, and you mean to tell me we just all go, we are so different, but we experience this together? Huh? That's not normal, dude. It is normal for us, but that's very special. That's you, and that's what I'm saying. It's telling you something, bro. It's bigger than what you think it is. Why do we all have the 7 sins? Oh, where does caveman's fall into that? No, bro, it's just special. And it's important in how we love ourselves and take care of ourselves. It's going to open up these doors, and it's going to, again, allow you to live this life, man. So, Chad, I want it all for you, and don't ever forget, we're all going through it together. But, like I said, I think you're here for a reason. Let's bring it to life, man. And whatever of this philo stood out to you, again, focus on it. Pray. Figure out if this is for you or not. But again, too, like I'm telling you, loving yourself can go a very, very long way. And that's going to make a lot of these easier. And I hope you do. And that's why I hope you take good steps, man. And it's going to be, again, start saving money. Start being healthy. Start valuing these things, bro. It's going to be a lot easier to love yourself. You're going to take pride in it. And again, I hope you control it. It's not going to be the fake pride, but you're going to be like, wow, I got this. But then it's with or without the pride, I love myself. So let's get it, baby. And I hope by the end of the year, I don't have to remind you this. You know what? Like I'm telling y'all, man, don't let me believe this more than you. It doesn't work as well. You know? Believe me, I love that I'm here for you. But you know, because I got this far with only mama. You know that? I swear to you, I swear I only had mama cheering for me. Nobody else. My dad didn't understand it. Anything in life, probably. You know what I'm saying? My friends are been through a lot. By the time I met my real friends, I already I only had mom, bro. Only mom was the only one praying for me. So it's good to have people who support you, bro. Believe me, and I'm praying for all of you, and my mom's praying for you. And it's good, bro. You got communion. You got a good union here. But at the end of the day, this whole Josh believe in me thing, it's not as effective if you don't do it. I'm telling you, it doesn't work as well if you don't say, man, fuck Josh. I need this. This is what he's saying. I believe it. No, it's about me. I know my life. I wake up. You wake up every day. You look at yourself. You're the one. You got to believe this. Say, nah, man, this something about this. This ain't normal. Nah, I don't think God I got something. You got to believe it. You got to love it. This whole buy me a house thing. Why do I keep saying that? Why do I believe it? How dare you? I'm turning into Greta. How dare you? You let me sit here for 5 years telling you you're going to buy me a house and you don't really believe it. How dare you? You need to believe it. You need to be like, no, I do. I have the ability to make that much money. I am going to make that much money. I'm going to buy houses and buy houses for random people. That's what I'm talking. That's the self-belief I'm talking about. What are you saying to me? That's it. And by the end of this year, year number 5, you are not allowed to go on with me believing it more than you. Do you understand? You need to love yourself. You need to love this mission and plan just as much as I do. But you should love it even more. You know why? Because you're selfish. And it's your life. It's yours. You got to love it, dude. Appreciate it. That's it. We don't have to end that pride when we end that self-love. But you got to believe this more than I do. We're not going another year where I got to fucking pick you up and cheer you up. And no, fuck that. Wash your face and get back to it. That's what David did. To go through all this story, you have to encourage yourself now. This is an invaluable skill you will need. But again, it needs self-love. You have to love yourself, Chad. So on that note, let's get it, baby. It's game time. And honestly, I think the soul is going to take you there. See what I'm saying? This is all about the soul. And everything I talked about, a lot of physical and body, but that invisible stuff we invest in, bro, take it to the bank. That is your philosophy. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile, press hot chat, X out the chat, hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch list and my channel. First link for the Geopolitical boot camp and real estate. Man, those plays went up almost 50%. I should have got 20. It only filled me at 1 penny. But yeah, call plays hit. I got you, homie. What? What? A what? I know. I like that feel. I told you it was deep. So I hope it helped, man.
And I thought about, man, that this thorn in my side, this flesh, that when you grow in maturity, when you grow with God, you start to hate the flesh because you feel like, man, this thing, it frustrates me all the time. Like, dang it, you thought about that again? Dang it, you doing that again? Dang it, you talking like that again?
Yeah.
Like, when will you grow out of this?
It's a coat, baby. Yeah. Hey, listen up. I won't say this shit again. You don't really love yourself. The flesh ain't your friend. I done seen the best band, best friends turn pretend. The little wind could change the trend. The little air could mean the end. I ain't doing shrooms. Life already tripped me out. Thinking about the little things and how it made me different now. Little bit of scripture bring me problems and they brought me out. Fearing about the future, only time you fear of missing out. Past think the present, but we say that it's a gift. That's ironic, that's like calling for murder to bring the peace. I heard that you don't agree. You heard it but didn't see. You learned it but wasn't free. The news of monopoly. Apart from these parting seas, my partner, please don't pardon me. I'm on the love for all my bras. I fucking love you, kill them all. Save a 10 of every dollar. Think the future, not tomorrow. What you do, not who you are, but how you move set you apart. Demons keep on knocking, but like Powell, I'm gonna close the door. People keep on talking, I just really wish they listen more. Born alone, die alone, don't care if you don't like me, bro. Enough for being core, I know you know there's more than just the world. Love what I create, so it don't matter if you hate. You can learn a lot in life, but you'll never know the day. Karma or a judgment, either way we meet in fate. And they say revenge is sweet, but at least we eatin' steak. Lord bless the me, no I ain't been meek enough. Sometimes I ain't been speaking up, my eyes would lie when seeking them. I died 100 times, but I'm alive is why I'm preaching them. I know it's by design, but I can't lie, I feel I'm free to love. Forgive me if I overshit, but why the hell you over here? I move my people over there. Been around the world and I seen lots, but I ain't seen it fair. The ones that's always listening, the same ones saying they don't care. Nah.
Just close the door. Close the door.
Close the door. Oh, long term, short term. I just want to hear the long term. Long term. Long term. Long term. Oh, yeah, I just love the long term. What up, baby? We're back. So how y'all feeling, man? That's it. We got 4 minutes till power hour. You got a nice philo. Even those call plays fucking hit. So what's up? Oh, I need to do the earnings. I should. Okay, maybe I will play you a track then. I should have just let that ride. Because let me go get the Tesla earnings. That's the only one that really matters, right? I do have a pre-earnings play that I already made. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I should have done that. Hold on. Please hold. Long term. Long term. It's a cup, baby. Long term, short term, welcome to the war. Love with the game, I just want a little more. Haters ain't new, I just got a little bored. Stepping in the pace, I be speaking with the sword. Tell me what's the store, China on the store. Ready on the land, know you heard this shit before. It was 2018, making viddies in the car. Now everybody got a long term, looking for some more. Big bank, I'ma pull up in a Civic. Rollie is a numerals, the Casio and digits. If you never make a move, then you'll never have a critic. Why you think I got these grown men acting like some bitches? $100 move, 10-cent finish. Tell me not to mock it, but you don't know your limit. Both of us could lose, but one of us is winning. All of us alive, so tell me how you living. Blessed. Already I have a question. Don't care about your whip. I got a crib in my So portfolio. I have the Tesla preview, and you guys know how I draw the company logo. If I put a swastika, would you get what I'm saying? Is that, or should I just leave that out? Is that too? No? Okay, my bad.
Be yourself, stop acting cornholio. Fluid in the well, but the pocket's so colloquial. Crypto in the wallet, but we bought it 10 years ago. Put it in the videos, put it in the lyrics, bro. Funny how it's cynical, fuck, still didn't hear it though. Forgive me for the language, I'm still working on the spiritual. Mr. Professional, talk about the revenue. Hard to ride the wave when you riding on my genitals. Talking about my plays, but they hit like an edible. I'm used to little humans telling me what's not attainable. That's some whole shit, trying to tightrope shit. Friend and the enemy, think we don't know this? Funny how my foes never had the same focus. Forgive them for their sins, I ain't talking about the smoke. I'm back to the mission, lot of holding, lot of sitting. Act like you can't change your mind before you go and make decisions. You don't even need precision, cause you at it while you stack it, while you average your way in it. Who the villain? Money tree, you gonna kill it, cause you keep on fucking with it. Trying to learn the art of chilling. It don't matter your religion, what you have or what you didn't. Cause the future you gon' ask the current you, but why you didn't? Sick with it, boy, I'm talking big business. I don't need no 3 wishes, just a G-O-D vision. I be C-O-D with it. Cindy, I keep flipping. No, I'm all about a dollar, but I'm all about a mission. Who we kidding? God is always in it. Ain't no way to spin it. If it's yours, you gonna get it. You can build it in a year, but you could lose it in a second. You can use the tongue for life, or you could use it as a weapon. I already know I don't care about your whip. I got a crib on my portfolio.
I'm just getting a couple of them because I figured there's some for the morning. So I'm grabbing you Boeing, SAP, and Tesla, and then I'm going to post them all on my Twitter. Sound good? Good, good. Okay, I'm almost done.
Long term. Am I mad or just passionate? Are you fam or just acting it? No, I talk a lot, but I always keep passing it. Gotta keep it in the roto. We are not the same, like rice isn't risotto. All the real ones know it's always no photos. Hit the market crash, stop acting, I'm the go-to. Just because you know me, that don't mean that I'ma know you. Yeah. Talk starts non-stop, I am really him. If your name not Ben, we ain't really friends. Franklin at the end if you ain't getting that. I think all y'all do sedatives, or worse, I hope it's not hereditive. You ride the wave, but I invented it. I saved, and then I started lending it. Make trades, and I put it to another crib. That's a formula I did my whole life. My bro knew I was quick, so he taught me how to fight.
Said you being followed if they take 3 rights.
If they don't want your chain, then they want your life.
If they don't want the chain,
serve both of those.
Man,
if you kill me,
so that's real though. So a couple of things. If you go to my Twitter, Real Cult News, you will get 3 different earnings previews. Boeing tomorrow morning, SAP after the bell today, and then Tesla today. That's the only one that matters. I have a play on SAP. I'm going to cut that before the bell. Okay? But then what Uncle just said, do you guys understand? If you're ever in a car and you want to know if somebody is following you, take 3 consecutive right turns because it just keeps you on the same path you were on. But then nobody takes 3 right turns. That means they are following you. Okay? So there you go. That's step 1. And now step number 2. If you are confronted in a situation and your life is at risk potentially, and there is a higher value monetary item that is easier to acquire, or you are even willing to give it to them, and they do not want the said higher value item, they want to kill you. So other than that, if you are aware of these, you should be able to avoid most situations. I don't think any of you are going to get into these situations. So if you don't have any stalkers as well, you'll be fine. But other than that, those are some good life lessons brought to you by Uncle. It's a very, very, very important one. Of my dad. Well, my dad didn't do 3 right turns. He just tracked homie down. I don't know how he did it. Yeah, life tips by Uncle Answers. How to get better earnings plays. Watch the video on all the trading fraternity watch list. It's in every description. It says how to price earnings or how to price options. That's the one. The ghetto standard deviation, banger strategy. Telling you, still hits to this day. Actually works. I can't predict what's going to happen, but that's a great model for pricing. I really, really think so. So if you really want it, it's there. the second you miss something important. So if you ever have a high value item or something worth money and somebody doesn't want it and you offer it to them, or they're trying to rob you and there's easily high value items that they could take and they opt not to, they want to hurt you. They don't want your shit. There is a difference between people who want to rob you and people who want to kill you. So, just a life lesson. What do you do if you show up for family and they don't reciprocate? You do what is healthy for you and what you love in doing, and take care of your family and do it because you do it. That's it. Like, do you think I like dealing with my sister? Do you think my sister reciprocates anything I do? Yeah. I do it because I do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. Like, in a weird way, I probably do it more for my mom. I don't get it. My mom's still really, it's her daughter, but I'm like, Mom, you could abandon her, mother. She doesn't believe me, but she's better than me. I'm just like, yeah, ban her, bro. Easy. You guys are like, ban your sister. I already tried. I'm not the mod of that channel. I said, ban her. I said, and my mom said she'll ban me for telling me to ban someone. And I'm like, okay, shit. All right, fair enough. I know that rule. So I was just, at the end of the day, it's because that's what you want to do. So don't do anything you don't really want to do. And that's something I have had to learn as well, too, day by day. Don't say you're going to help people if you don't really want to help them. And like, I really wanted to help a lot of people, and I do. I think we accomplished our goal. That's what people don't really get. And motherfuckers acting hella brand new, and they're like, oh, UN members only. I'm like, yeah, dude. Go watch the old videos. Go see what my goal was. Seriously. Try to buy stream alerts right now. Go watch the video. We weren't able to accomplish some goals yet, or at all. But when we started all of this, do you realize I had a goal of educating people on options and spreading that information to everybody? Because I always believed options, and a long term as well, but even with the options market, I believe it was a good tool that most people had no idea how it worked. And guess what? I believe that options trading has 10x'd from when we started. Again, I have tutorials. We've been watched over 200 million times in all of the free content. It's like, I think we've accomplished that goal. I think we really did bring certain amounts of knowledge, and I think we inspired people to recreate and create and do that. And yeah, and here we are now. And yeah, options are way more expensive. So yeah, so that's why it's like, I think we have a good opportunity to move into other places. But like I'm saying, I did that because I wanted to do it. Even if people would talk shit, be rude, be mean, it's because I wanted to do it. So if there ever was a moment I felt like I wasn't doing it because I was genuinely doing it, I would stop. And I changed things up. It's like, and that's what I've realized, is that I think I want to put my effort now to the people again who have locked in. And I don't think I'm at this stage where I don't have a goal of bringing something that isn't exposed to the world. And because again, what is there? At the time it was options and some of that other stuff, but at the end of the day now too, I've realized that the other stuff I've exposed people to, they can't get the same. Like literally, even my own family, even my own sister, I cannot help her out unless I physically go and spend my money and do it for her. You realize that, right? That's what I've realized on a public level. It's just that the other half of it now, I think we accomplished one part of the goal, but you got to do what you want because you want to. And at the same time, some people are going to receive it well and some will not. But you have to decide what you want to do. So that's what I did. I don't know. I hope I could help you in that example. But if you're like, man, I be helping people, it don't get reciprocated. Well, do it because of what you really wanted to do. And if you still want to keep helping them and that's genuinely what the main goal is, then that's it. Then keep doing it. Who gives a fuck how they react? I mean, that is how I treat my sister. But then at the same time, if you're like, man, maybe I did it for this part, or you're realizing there's other things at play, that's okay. I would rather realize that early and be like, maybe I wasn't helping in the way I really was fully. And maybe I do need to examine some things and pull back. I wouldn't mind that. And you see what I mean, you got to go about it honestly. Go about it what is in your realm of what, because you know the truth more than anything. And yeah, that's a really, really big thing. But do it because you want to, and do it because you're there. Yeah, Bessent speaking at 10 a.m. on the state of the financial system. What? That's a crazy headline. Remember what we were talking yesterday? Last night when we were talking about the inviting Powell over. I was just fucking with you with the little tin. Dude, that does not that's a wild statement. Because that means they're setting an address to the nation. What do you mean address of the financial state? On the state of the financial system. Someone go find the last time Janet Yellen did that. Well, it is going to be a big event. He's either going to pump it or not. Or maybe he tells you Operation Twist. Maybe he's like, Josh just front ran us. We have to tell everybody now. Can't let fucking little Egyptian boy figure it out again. I say every time little Egyptian boy figures it out, it just highlights that nothing is special. Because you know that, right? Because before you're like, oh my gosh, you're a messenger of God. No, I don't even think I'm anything special. So that means they're all liars. That's what I believe. So fuck yeah. Amen. But we'll find out on the next episode of The Stock Market Hates You. As little Egyptian boy talks Operation Twist, Treasury Secretary Bessent goes to address the financial system state. He's gonna crash it! Yeah, he's a freaking, I hate Donald. You love me. Deep down you love me. That's why you keep talking about me. Yeah, I would straddle bonds maybe. That could be a good player, strangle. Because literally it's going to either be tomorrow is going to pump the bonds or it's going to be a disappointment. I wouldn't read into it too much. So without knowing what's going to happen, that's how I'm thinking about it. Is that right now, Bessent's going to address everybody tomorrow, and they're either going to be like, woo, thank God, that's awesome, great news. Or they're going to be like, no, this is even worse. He's really bad. But that's what I'm saying. Is he going to be more panicky? Is he going to be more supportive? That could really change some reactions. Yeah, Josh has the best skits. Is this a skit? I love skits. I skip my pants. They said it's okay. They said I just have to show up to the event. They told me not to wipe it. I don't think Joey knows what a skit is. I don't think he gets it. He's a dumb guy. Dumb guy. They still defend him. Did you see that? He had to Photoshop. He Photoshopped himself at an event. I'm telling you, this guy Joe, he's more of a deadbeat dad than Elon. I'm serious. I told Elon. I said, Elon, where are your kids, Elon? Take care of them. Elon, how many kids you have? You have more kids than we have tariff deals. That's not good. It's good, but it's not good. I said, take care of them. Take them shopping. Go watch a baseball game. I don't even think he knows what baseball is. Elon, he plays video games. That's okay. That's okay. We'll let it slide. We got it. We're doing great things. High IQ. You gotta let him. My son skis. He's a good skier. Fuck you. Yeah. Slopes. Yeah. 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 You prick. See, I just have too much fun, you guys. That's my problem. That is my problem. So, if you like it, I'm glad. Somebody just got mad by that. Actually, no, we're still on members only. You still get like 10% of the members only. Like, you guys know I'm not delusional. You realize I understand there's some of you. You're not a spy. Some of you think you're spies. You're just liberals. It's okay. They're like, yeah, I'm in members only. Josh thinks that. No, I understand how this works. I get it. I usually just have to push the envelope enough. Well, that's what happened on the watch list. I hit it, and then that's it. He couldn't keep his cover. He was like, fuck you, Josh! You don't put, what do you mean? This is pure bad decisions by the administration. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm just not judging it yet. I'm more patient, bro. I feel. Oh, I found it. Don't worry. Just all aboard, you guys. We still got to get to the end of the year. I can't wait. We're going to look back, too. You're going to see, man. By the end of the year, it'll be a lot different. I do trade futures. I do different times, different places. But, yeah, all about it. I be careful as long as we keep moving 3% every other day. But if you're playing a micro, too, though, I mean, you could control the risk. But, yeah. You're walking down Wall Street right now playing me live. Good. Is it appropriate? Wall Street, fuck you. Everybody on this street is a scammer. Go save 10% and diversify on your own. This message is brought to you by nobody. I don't even want the credit for it. Go ahead. That's okay with me. Amen. Amen. Bitcoin new high in April. Maybe. My Twitter is Real Cult News. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Is there any other questions? Do you guys have any other off-topic questions? Anybody right now? This is your time because we're going to free them. And then the earnings previews are on Twitter. Real Cult News. Did I change my goal now? No, I just don't think the option goal is as important anymore because I think we accomplished it. So, but I did change like my view. I think I don't want to help out just everybody. I think that has changed for me. I think there was a time in my life I genuinely did it, and I don't give a fuck what they reacted. Like, I genuinely did it because I wanted to, even if you were a piece of shit. But now I don't want to help out entitled, flippant people. I don't want to help out rich people. And I don't think, and I'm just, if you can't have a certain level of seriousness, I don't want to help you. I want to help the people who need it and want it and actually want it, though. Just like I did, and nobody offered me shit. Nobody even gave me anything. They fucking were scammers too. So at the end of the day, that has changed in me, I would say. And I don't think it's bad. I do think it, I did have to deal with it for a little, but I prayed within that. No, I don't want them. I don't want anybody. You don't have to help me back. I just don't want to help anybody. I'm not going to throw my pearls to pigs, but I don't mean that in a negative sense. I don't think everyone's a pig. I genuinely don't. But I've realized, like I'm saying, like even in my own family, bro, I can't even help my own sister. Do you not fucking hear me? I bought her a house. I go and get her these stocks, and I've even helped her outperform, and she is still asking me if Donald Trump is working with Russia and if she should sell her 401k. Do you not realize that? I don't think y'all hear me, bro. I don't hear me, bro. My own sister, I shared a room with her. Bro, she's seen my face. She looks in the mirror, and her face looked like mine, bro. She grew up with my same Middle Eastern-ass parents, bro. Do you not hear me? I can't even connect and help her unless I get my fucking money and I get up and I do it my fucking self for her. Do you not realize how wild that is? So yes, that's what has changed in me. Some of you think it's about you. No, it's more about that. I've realized something in that way. I said, what are you trying to tell me? I can't even help the lady who fucking grew up in the same house as me? How am I going to help a random? How can I help someone who's never even seen me? Somebody with doubts and reasonable doubts about me. How? So I realize I can't, and all the good advice I've given her, she just throws it out the window. She don't give a fuck. She'll be rude. She'll even be rude to my own mother. We share the same mom. So yeah, I realized I don't need to force anybody to do anything. And I know I could give good things, but I have realized that, like, nah, man, there's some people I genuinely wanted to help everybody. And I think I did help a lot of people. I think we left our impact. I think we've changed the world already. So I'm grateful for that. But I do think there's a level now in my life and moving forward that I need to pour into the people who are willing to pour into themselves. And if you're not willing to pour into yourself, I can't help you at all. I genuinely can't. I know I can't. You know, and if I am able to help you, I don't want anything. Again, it sucks we have to do it like this, but genuinely, I don't think the $5 will stop you. And like I've offered any of you, if it does stop you, $5, go work and I'll pay it for you. Go ahead, go knock some doors, get some phone numbers, get some addresses, bro. I'll pay for it. I don't give a fuck. Let's go grind a little bit. But again, most people won't even do that. They're lying about the $5. You know, just like I've seen a lot of things, but so. I'm not looking for anything back still. I don't really care what I get. I've already been blessed. Again, even recently, even this has blessed me too recently, and I'm shocked by it. But even then, God gave me abilities, bro. I could be anywhere fucking 8 p.m. I could go make $1 million, bro. I could go flip a fucking house and make $1 million. I got shit coming in. God is fucking good, bro. And I'm sorry for all the F words, but I'll leave that between God. But truly, I'm grateful. But the knowledge that I've got, this is what I have. I have this through education and knowledge and what I valued and what I worked for. So, and God has granted all of it. God gave me the ability. So, amen, bro. And I love it. And all this stuff is good. But I've realized now I don't need anything, but I can't help people if they don't want it. You know, I really, really can't. I really, really can't, bro. It's sad. You don't think that hurts me? Come on, bro. You don't think that breaks my heart? You don't think, you know how much time I put into people? You know how many times, you know how loving I've been? I'm like, oh, you know how much I've tried to break, and I get it now. I get them proverbs that I thought I got, but I get it. But it hurts, bro. You know what it's like giving to people and trying, and do you think I care that I didn't get something back? No, I care that they're still lost. I care that they got nothing out of it, that they fell for the dumb shit we all knew about, and that I still can't get through them. I threw them a life jacket and they still drown. You think I care about who's on my boat? I care about the people at the bottom of the fucking ocean. That's the shit, bro. So it sucks. But I can't, what can I do? If I throw you a life jacket and you don't take it, you think my life jacket is Republican propaganda. You think my life jacket is a religious scheme. You think my life jacket is to enrich myself, even if I did it for you for free for half a fucking decade. How? How can I do it? You know, even if I could grow up with you, it don't even matter. So, yeah, bro, my goal is, you saw the shit I put out. You saw all the shit I did for everybody and all the shit they copied, and they got into their fucking OnlyFans, and they got into fucking selling you this and selling you that and sell. And they wanted to do everything but do the fucking work, right? And I didn't give a fuck. I went, oh, that's fine, because I wanted people to get something, and I think they got something. But I did have a sad reality that I don't think we could help people that don't really want it. And that hurts me too, bro. And if you don't believe that, you're dumb, because you can't see evidence in front of you. I love people, and I love everybody, and I love the trading world, and I love a motherfucker who want to learn and grow, and that's why we have it there, and that content is still there. It will always be there. I hope they let you see it, but you got to find it yourself. But it sucks. That's sadly how this world has gone. But then again, I know this. I've been educated. The Bible told me, Proverbs, other religions told us this. This is just a sad reality. I think I was young and naive, and I genuinely, I think I had resources, and I had a lot, and I really thought I could help everybody. And I really thought, I was like, nah, we gonna do it a little different. I knew I read them Proverbs, but I just ignored them. Like when I tell y'all, fucking don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Don't cast your pearls before swine. I read it, but I just threw it in the back of my mind. And I really just thought this would be different, but no, it's not. So that's what's changed. But that is the reality for me, though. And I don't think it's that bad. It was sucked for a little bit. It still hurts. That scar will always be there. But at the end of the day, you know, I do really believe that at the end of the day, it's going to lead to good. I don't think it's going to hurt. And I do think because of the people that really wanted it and that we poured into and they were willing to pour into themselves and take their lives seriously and they genuinely desired it, bro, the life changes is real. It's like real, bro. Like I'm telling you, man, I met people, they were bums. Some of you guys were bumming it out. And now you have homes, you have stable careers, investment accounts, happy families. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's what but then again, that's why I'm like, there's no way. How does that happen to thousands of people? And then there's another set of thousands that were worse off than they started or the same spot. You know, and that's what I've realized. It's part of what we're doing, but it does boil down to you have to have some internal motivation. And if you don't have that, I am useless. All my info, all my teaching, all of it. I'm just a funny guy, maybe, but you're just wasting your time listening to me. I swear to you, if you want it, oh, dude, I think I could really, I'll put you on game, dog. Ask around. But other than that, if you really don't want it and I don't know, and you want some other weird shit or it's not like important or maybe you're already rich, I don't know. Yeah, you ain't, it's just, I'm no use to you. So yeah, I did have to realize that. But that was my change. So any other off-topic question? You just got me ranting, but I'm glad, you know? I paid you to clean your room back in the day. Amen, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You have no idea, though. I don't regret anything. And I'm not bothered. I love it, bro. Because at the end of the day, dude, for every one person that changed their life, every stalker was worth it. You know that? Every little dumb shit I've ever dealt with, every time I've ever been actually bothered, so worth it, bro. You know that? For everybody on Cult Real Estate, all the people that I've seen do all of this shit and change their lives, even if they're not on Cult Real Estate, bro. Fuck all that, man. I've seen enough, and it was worth it. That's what I'm saying, bro. If out of any of those, like, I'll never forget the fucking weirdo cheater guy. But, yo, if paying your room one day changed that, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, if it was one person and that got you to that it really was worth it. Because I don't think people realize how big it is. Like I'm saying, bro, because if you ever went from not having shit to being comfortable, you understand what I'm saying then. Because I've seen some of y'all do that before my eyes. So I'm glad I was there for you. I was glad I was part of your journey. And I think some of you, the way you did it, that's what made this so special. And I think your value added to it. You had to meet me. I was just gasoline, but you had to be the spark. Or maybe it was the other way around. And I had to spark you, and some of you are gas, some of you are water. And I think that is the real difference. But if you're ready, baby, let's go. You showed Spitta the clip from yesterday? Shut up, bro. No way. Anytime, bro. Well, listen, you tell Spitta we'll help him with any long term he want. Or if he wants some off market, tell him to get some real estate. And if he's open to any features for either uncle or to come on and talk with us for a members-only chat. I would love that. He's the great. That's it. I'll make a documentary so we could educate these fools because they don't understand. Let's go, baby. That's hype. Yeah. The last 3 years? Oh, actually, or is that a metaphor? All right, is there any other ones? Any other off topics? I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna get Papa John's today. I bought this stock, but I'm gonna go buy some. You know that? I'm gonna order me Papa John's. You want me to share about my brother? I would if you were genuine about it. You know? So if that was like a genuine question, I would. But I think some of you who have been here for a long time, I don't take that as a serious question. You know that, right? Don't be dumb. Oh. The Baba John's? A Baba John. Oh, you know a Baba John. Wow. A Baba John. Baba John. Hold on real quick.
Had a little trouble in the markets yesterday.
Sell off, low volume.
Yeah, and it looked like we've recouped all or at least most of those losses today, but should I just prepare for a sell-off on Wednesday?
I mean, that's what it feels like we're headed for. And if you take a look at some of the flows we've seen into like the safe haven areas, it was a
He didn't answer. I called my dad. You inspired me. I was going to text him Papa John's and have him read it on air. Because I swear he says it like, I swear, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've heard him say Baba John's. But I think it would sound like that. Oh, wait, he's calling me back. Hold on. Okay, hold on. You've done this. We've done this your whole life. I need you to pronounce this. I'm going to text you this. And I need you to say it. Read what I just texted you. How do you read that?
Papa John's.
Oh. Oh, John's. All right. I thought it was Bubba John's. Papa John's. All right. We just bought this stock. So thank you. I love you. All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. Bye. No, you're going to say my name. I love you. I have to. He always does it. He's not good at it. Every time I call him, he yells my name, bro. That's why I had to mute it and hang out. I'm like, don't say my name. Don't say my name. It's Papa Jones. It's Papa Jones. Papa Jones. He said Papa Jones. Papa Jones. So yeah, Papa Jones. So there you go. Papa Jones. I like it. I like it. I wanted to know. That was surprising though. I thought it was gonna be Baba John. Baba Jones. All right. Oh, shit. We only have 30 minutes? All right. Well, that's it. Last question. I think you already got that in. Oh, my dad doxes me all the time, bro. He's funny. He's really funny. He'll be like, are you at this address right now? I'm like, man, I can't take him anywhere live. You can't take him in public, bro. What do you mean? That's been my whole life. He's been embarrassing, bro. What do you mean? You've never had a Middle Eastern parent. Maybe even foreign parents. Like, if they're loud, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. I'll stay live for Tesla, yeah. So, I'm free in the chat. So, sorry, that took a little time. Tesla earnings live. Okay. You got a risky one. Oh, I need to get rid of, I have SAP. It sucks because it had a big pop, but the plays didn't really move. Again, these pre-earnings plays are really hit or miss, dude. Yeah, the calls went up a little bit. Papa Jones. Papa Jones. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. For the lifetime and gains. He said, are you calling again or that it? I said, that's it. He said, okay, thanks. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I got out of the Baba, but I have a rollover. So I did that one. That plays actually up. Oh, no. That's the Boeing. The extra BABA. One more BABA. That plays down 10%. I did a rollover. Way smaller, though. So we hit that like 300% and then got out. All right. Well, let me go get a pro.
Every headline.
Let's close out the day.
Moves.
Earnings previews on Twitter.
Are, because, Washington has really dominated the airwaves right now. And keep in mind that the tariffs today are impacting the market. And unlike 08 or 20, when we had great market declines, we had no way out of this. With the tariffs, it's one guy. He could basically start resolving a lot of these issues, making announcements.
You think he's going to do that? What do you mean we had no way out of the other things? The Fed came to the rescue, and so did the government with all the stimulus money. Neither looks imminent in this case.
Well, in 20, we had no solution for COVID when the market dropped. In 08, the Fed had to come in and really rescue the market. In this case, the Fed does not have to come in. Will Trump resolve this? Well, let's think about this. Europe, you're charging me 10% on my cars. I want to send a caddy over to Europe. It's 10% tariff. We're only charging 2.5%. Either charge me 2.5% or I go to 10. Let's just resolve this. It's a binary outcome. It's all math. So I think these agitating discussions will get resolved, unlike what we had clarity on back then.
And you don't think that enough damage would have been done before that happens to have a bad market outcome because you essentially have an unavoidable economic situation.
Oh, my dad would destroy some of y'all
first.
I'm not worried about the fact that we're losing.
Y'all want to see what it looked like?
That foreign capital.
If I was really trying to push religion on you,
doom loop vortex.
Not worried about any of it.
My dad would try to convert all of you.
And I'm saying,
even if you already believed, he'd convert you again.
Where should we be deploying capital?
You know that,
now,
right?
Buying munis.
You don't give a fuck.
I've got a place to be.
He don't even say the F word. I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Guess that's why I go.
He's going everybody.
You're you.
That's it.
All right. Good to see
Say,
you.
where do you go if you die?
Rich Saperstein,
Where do you
man
go?
with no
What do you
worries
believe,
seemingly
huh?
at all.
No, that's fake.
That's
Come
not
on.
exactly true.
Fake.
I know.
Come on.
You project.
Yeah, you guys
a very
can't handle it.
positive
I don't think YouTube could handle him.
Face in what is a very uncertain.
You guys would
environment.
cry.
I
Some
think-
people
I
would
think
cry.
That's my point.
It's uncertain but resolvable.
They'd be like, he tried
That's
to
the key.
convert me.
This is.
He really pushed
There's
it on
benefit
me.
for
He
both
really
sides to
tried
resolve this.
I said,
So
no,
there could
it's
be
America.
some resolution
He
that's
said,
announced
I know.
over the next
He said
30,
he loves
60 days,
America.
and you'll
I
see
don't
the
get
reaction
it.
in the market.
Okay. All right, it's good to see you. We'll see you
Likewise.
soon. Rich Saperstein. Up next, Bitcoin's on the rise again today. What's behind that bounce? We will tell you coming up.
Okay, hold on. I got to take off this. I still have a sweater on. It got cold and then it got really hot. Business ideas, no. So I said if you had a company that was not pre-revenue and you were looking for an investment, or even then if you were looking to buy a company, somebody sent me one the other day. I looked at it too. Josh, I don't know. Are you still here, Mr. King? Because I looked at that and it looked good initially, but then I was looking over one yesterday. Chad wants to buy this company for him and his wife, but and it looked good. It really high revenue, everything kind of like it looked pretty good. And then he sent me all of the statements, and then I started going through it, and I was like, dude, there was a couple of inconsistencies. The cost, like it was a high revenue business, but the profit was, we were just talking about that yesterday. And that one it was messy, bro. And I told him, I said, it looked decent. I think the end conclusion would be discount the deal, but I told him I would avoid it just because you would need a lot of business experience to take that on. And as a first project, it was already a big company, doing $700,000, $900,000 a year in revenue. So had a lot of costs. It was a daycare. So that is a good business. It's a really good business, but I was just looking at the balance sheet, and then they have like a rent renewal, and it just seemed like the company didn't have a problem making the money. It was about getting that profit like we talked about. But like I said, I was like, bro, if the accounting and if there's a lot of inconsistencies and you've never done this, that's hard. It's all licensed. That's was the good part. I like the industry. I liked all of that. It looks good. I just think it's not, I wouldn't like it. It's kind of like buying a property that needs like a full teardown. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think it's one where you could, do the floors or fix a couple of things, but it was like you need everything but one wall, redo this. And, again, there's $600,000 a year in payroll. You're going to have a lot of taxes, random credit card processing. That's something I noticed on there. So you got to figure out that shit, but it's doable, and I think there's an opportunity, but I think it's for sale and hasn't sold yet because it's a high burden for whoever is going to sign up. That's why I said if you really want to do it, you got to discount the deal and make it make sense, lower the risk. Consulting firms offer up to $20 billion in contract savings on federal contracts, person familiar says. Booz Allen. Yo, BAH. BAH. Ooh. Kind of ugly. Oh, they already jacked up the preems. Yeah, key buys. That one might hit downside, not upside, because it's pretty much cutting cost. 20 billions in federal contracts, person familiar says. 7 of the 10 firms offer savings. Booz Allen, along with GSA. You have a 1.5 mil delivery contract with the feds they put on hold for what? Gold. I don't know if today's low volume. It shouldn't be. Yesterday should have been your low volume day. All right, watch those BAHs. I did not make a play, but I think that one's interesting. MMC. But yeah, now it's going up. NVIDIA pop. SPY too, yeah. It's probably bringing it up. Oh, wow. NVIDIA right off the bottom. It's not 10 minutes. You have 18 minutes. Interesting. We still got that one free NVIDIA from last week, so I'm not going to chase anything. That was moving up a little bit. And then BAH, I'm surprised that one's going up. I will be live for Tesla earnings. Yeah, the preview's on my Twitter, Real Cult News. Mm-hmm. $200 Tesla. Yeah, someone was saying that in the morning how the puts were just going up. I think everyone's fucking Elon time. You know I'm not a fan of SoFi, but can I ask you something? I mean, yeah, but if I don't like it, I'll ban you. I probably won't like it if it's the same question in a convoluted way to ask me to buy it. So I'm assuming with a 26-month badge and the fact I'm not a fan of it, you should know most of it. So let's hear it. I only have one option play for today, or one earnings play. Still got a little bit of time. Classic die. How the cancellation of student loans repays it. I think it'd be good, but I just don't know much about it. So that's the thing. I'm not quite familiar, and I know that's a big part of their business, but that's kind of one of some of the reasons why I haven't been too associated with it. But I think somebody else could probably give you a better answer. Good question, though. But I don't know. I think that was a good question, different than the typical buy it. Why don't you buy it? So, yeah. But I just don't know. I know there was a headline related to that recently. We did not go over 3M earnings, no. I just said it went up. I read it quickly in the morning, but I don't think we had a deep analysis besides I said it could be a continuation because they were down and then popped up. But no, we didn't go over the numbers. Let's see. What did they do? So, yeah, they beat safety and sales 275 versus 272. Electronics, transports 182 versus 181. Consumer 112 versus 113 miss. Oh, they killed on organic growth. Organic growth unadjusted 0.3. They removed the PFAS product special item impact. That's great. Adjusted operating margin beat by 2%. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so they killed it. Tesla, doesn't it come out at 420? And you're ripping again, even those calls from earlier were up. Now we see where we go. But yeah, get ready. That's it. I would pick your earnings plays. I think Boeing tomorrow. Oh, duh. Oh, I need to get rid of those. Yeah, man. So we had 40% on these in the morning, or 70. Yeah, I'm going to sell the Boeings. Just the weekly ones. I have May ones that are already free. I want to hold the Boeing. I really like Boeing. Thank you, Bradley Frizzle. But I sold that one. It expires on Friday. It's not worth the risk. Isn't Tesla already priced in? I don't know. I think Tesla is like Donald Trump. It's very volatile in that sense because there's a lot of things priced in, but there's a lot of people very emotional about it. And then depending on what Elon does and says, and, there's so many ways it could go. It's not about the earnings. That's the funniest part about it. It has really nothing to do with unless it's like a really good or bad fundamental number. I don't think it even matters about the earnings. I think it really boils down to the earnings will probably be within the range, and then it's going to boil down to guidance and then commentary and then the CEO. I think people are a lot of eyes on the CEO. I don't think Tesla will pull the market. No. Believe it or not. You guys know, let me put it this way. If I told you Walmart is going to move the market like a tech stock, would you believe me? But they're the same size now. So in a weird way, I don't know, I think the weightings in the SPY are similar, but I'm pretty sure Tesla and Walmart are like lined up market impact wise. Not like they're obviously really different, but at the end of the day, it's like Tesla's not the same value that it once was. It wasn't like when it was like a leader like Nvidia making up a big portion of the index. It's already given up. It's down 50% on the year. You guys realize that? Tesla is down 40% on the year. Actually, oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, and then 10-minute rigged is approaching. Okay. I want it, but you know, I think it's better if I just tell you guys and I don't do it. Because honestly, I think it'll give you more, but I want it, but I don't want it. Oh shit. Someone's looking at me, bro. Hi. Bro, someone's just staring at me through my window. I'm making the gun symbol. And then I'm doing the I'll cut your head off international symbol. It's my gardener. He's the homie. I need you can hear it? I know I need to close my window. I forgot I left like my blinds open. I'm naked. Please hold. Let me connect your calls. Woo! Hayes! What up, baby? I saw that from afar. What's up, baby? My man, thank you. And good morning. Good morning, Chadadonia. Well, actually, good afternoon. I hope you guys are ready. You only have 8 minutes left, and now you need to decide what you are going to play or not. I know, it's a big decision here. Let's see. Well, that sucks. All right. I sold the SAP calls, and then I'm going to hold the SAP puts. So I don't want to, but they're scamming on the option chain. You've seen this before. They just dropped all the bids. So if they're going to drop the bid, I went smaller already, so I'm going to hold that. Damn, GE. I forgot they had earnings. The Tesla, yeah. If you are a Tesla Uber bull and the stock is down 40% on the year, I would get cheap premium. I did not. You know why? Because I'm not a Tesla Uber bull. But I did send it out to the stream alerts. I sent them out of play. I'm not playing it, but I just said there's cheap premiums, far out the money. The stock is down 40 with time. So if you get a crazy move, that's going to be there for you. But if not, all of these plays will be so cheap tomorrow after you wipe out this earnings premium. So keep that in mind. Tesla, how much are we pricing? I think it's about 5 right now. Or 7. I think it's more now after the premium move. Yeah. 26. Yeah, you're at 10% already. So 20%, $50 is essentially 2 standard deviations. So buy cheap, call Tesla. I'm just going to ban you. That's not what I said. I said if you are a Tesla bull. See? And now I will not tell you guys another play for another 2 weeks. Because this is what happens every fucking time. Even on members only. So, yeah. Homeboy asked a genuine question. I looked at his chat facts. He was genuinely asking me questions prior. I will genuinely give him a response. Then crackhead pops up out of nowhere and ruins it for everybody. So, yeah, that's not what, like I'm saying, there's ideas out there. I would love to give you guys ideas, but I'm not telling you. I feel bad now because I'm like, man, I wasn't trying to influence you. I'm just trying to point out things. Tesla's down 40%. There's a certain pricing and event right now. It's all within the next 10 minutes. So you make up your mind. There's 2 ways to play it. Either now, and then you could go with more money or less money, but I told you the cheapest way to do it. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to wait till tomorrow to do my version of wait till the premiums drop. Yeah. It is, but it's okay. It happens. Yeah, that's why I just get you your stream alerts or watch the old videos, lock in, and learn how to use the voice call-outs to your advantage. You see, that takes a little bit of dedication, but, yeah, that's not going to cut it. I curse you down, man. Google isn't today. We just signed up, eh? Well, let's go. Thank you. God bless. Wait till the print. It's really up to you. But like I'm saying, depending on the situation, depending on what risk you want to take, you have certain opportunities. Welcome to the option world. But yeah, Tesla, I like it. I'm just not like super in love with it like that. But it's, man, any play down 40% on the year though. Word to Pizza and any others out there, NVO. Those are kind of attractive, but it's not easy. But Chad, that's it. Wrap it up. You only got a couple minutes. And then earnings. So we will be here. If you guys need anything, you let me know. But we will be here for Tesla earnings. It usually takes about 20 minutes. I took profits on SAP. And then the other one, I already sold the SPY call from that. If you got that one hit. I'm already out of that. I got out of Boeing. I'm holding another play that I didn't tell you about. I told Stream Alerts about. It was a value. We don't have any UVXY. I whiffed those, but that would have lost more. Got rid of BABA. Only have the rollover. And then I have another hype play that I took one of, and I have the other one. And then I'm holding SAP puts. None of that's a recommendation. I'm just answering what he asked me. He has what I did. So there you go. Genuine comments, you'll get a genuine answer, baby. But that being said, you better wrap it up, man. You don't have much time. Go to my Twitter. The preview will be there, and then on the wire, we're going to compare the results. So all the earnings previews are here. But Chad Adonia, you only have 1 minute! Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and guys, time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shares, options, futures. Are you playing the earnings? Are you waiting for the premium drop? What are you going to do? You got to wrap it up and make up your mind. What is Trump going to do? You guys know Scott Bessent is tomorrow at 10 a.m. to address the state of the financial system? I know. So wrap it up. Tesla, 20 minutes after the bell. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finger to the sky. Ding 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 ding. Horna, let's go. Oh, Chad Adonia. Are you kidding me? We did it. We made it, baby. 7 hours in the books. What happened to my audio? There it is. That's it. The earnings are on their way. You're here right now. The Chad loves you. You're blessed. You made it to the bell without getting banned. I need a good game in the Chad right now. Let's go, baby. Good game. GG. It don't matter if you made money or lost money or you learned something. Everybody that contributed brought something to the table. Plays, lose, vibes, personalities, info. Way to hold it down. Way to be a part of it. Way to add to the community. You didn't take away because you would have got taken away. You see what I'm saying? Good game, baby. GG. That's what I'm talking about. I see you too, Twitch. Way to hold it down. Members, non-members, stream alerts. Are you in the game with the long term? Did you use the other opportunity? Good game, baby. Let's go. Did you make up your mind? Did you save 10%? Good shit. You hold to that budget? Let's go, baby. Good game. GG, bro. Good game. That's what I'm talking about. God willing, we see what happens, man. God willing. God bless you, baby. GG. Good game, bro. Good game. Good game. I need me to rock. You gonna see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me. Let's talk. Who? Chad Adonia. Do you hear that echo? It's because I had to close all of them. All the doors. Oklo stepping down as chairman? Damn, son. What the fuck is this company worth then? $1? $1, Bob. $1, Bob. $1. So is now a bad time to tell you that I still hold those dumbass puts? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if now. Yeah, here it is. He will continue working, explore strategic partnerships with AI companies. Jacob DeWitt to succeed Altman. Sam Altman to resign. Holy fuck. It's terrible. What the fuck, man? Come on, Sammy Bankman. Sammy Altman. I genuinely just called him Sam Bankman. I didn't even mean to. They didn't hit. I just bought this lowest puts I can on the chain. I bought them like a couple months ago. They were really cheap. And I just bought them, and I said exactly what I told you. I just said they probably won't never hit. But I will buy the cheapest put premium on that stock for one of these days. Because that's what happened with my Carvana. I did the same exact thing with Carvana. You guys thought I was a little batshit, but Who would have thought that low price would have been worth it for a little bit? That's crazy. Sam Altman. Dude, this was like the money making. Well, they didn't make any money. The money raising. Yeah. Very fascinating. I'm kind of excited for Tesla. I'm actually just more scared. Look at that. You guys know I love you. I feel bad, though, because I'm not in it. You know that? That's the beauty. Remember I was telling you how I never have to board those planes? I don't regret it. I did regret passing up on Tesla back in the day, but I got some other stuff. But, yeah, I just feel bad for what y'all are going to go through. That's it. The whole world. That means for the next 24 hours, everybody from retail to the news media is going to be crying or celebrating about Tesla. So, yeah. So I'm not that excited, but I'm kind of more prepared. Like, I'm putting on the crowd control gear. I'm putting on a trash bag. It gets messy. You know what I'm saying? I already have a sword and a shield. I have to get a bottle for Ross Gerber. I need to tell my girl to put that in the microwave and get ready, because Ross is going to need his bottle. We need to go get fucking, what's his name? The other guy who wears the colorful outfits. I need to get him a pink tie ready. Tesla Pop, is it out? I see Capital One. I see Enphase. Tesla 249. Well, let me see. It's not on that wire yet, but I don't see it anywhere else. I don't have it on that one. Again, I think the conference call, it might be a fake pop, but you never know. Capital One might have been out already. Oh, adjusted 27. Oh, they missed. Verse 43. Let me see I want the revenue, and then remember, operating margin, though. That's all that matters. None of these other details are really. And then Amazon and Walmart sellers hoard goods in Canada to wait out tariffs. It's good. Revenue 19.3 versus 21.3, so they missed. They will revisit 2025 guidance, so they cut guidance. I'm just reading off the chat. I'm waiting for the other one. Give me a margin number or wait for the conference call, because that looks like a big miss, but it's not reacting. You guys don't think that's weird? That they just blew out they missed really bad on revenue and EPS and the chart, and then now just moving like nothing. So, yeah. Oh, gross margin beat. That's why. Okay, this wire's working now. 19.3. Plans for new vehicles. Where is it? Yeah, I think everyone's waiting for Elon. I think the margin beating is good, but nothing else matters till Elon. So literally, they missed on everything. Operating income was terrible. Holy shit. Blech. But yeah, let me check compared to that one, though. I want to see compared to some of the other estimates. Yeah, they really missed. 12 versus 41, even adjusted. Again, revenue missed by more than 10%. Operating income was terrible. They even missed almost 50% on adjusted. It sounds really bad. Operating margin beat by 1. Let me see. No. Operating margin was like in line. That estimate was low. So Bloomberg has a low estimate. Average estimate is in line. Tesla leaves out return to growth forecast. Interesting. Automotive plummeted, dude. 13.9. Yeah, everything's down like 10 to 15%. Not too bad, though. I mean, if you asked me that painting swastikas on Tesla would only lower revenue 10%, I would have said I thought it would have been more. But, yeah, other than that, I think everyone's still waiting for Elon. I think gross margin not dying keeps you alive. Stock's already down 40%, but I think you need to hear Elon. Sadly, guys. Like I told you, it's politics. the reason why, but that's a terrible miss. But it's not reacting. I mean, I guess if the stock wasn't down 40%, that may have killed it. But any other, I do think people are waiting for Elon. And then even though the sales went down, they didn't struggle with margin. That's a good sign. But yeah, I still think we need a little bit more. I think we need Elon. I don't think the conference call's up. But yeah, it was a miss kind of across the board. They still see robo-taxi volumes 2026. Adjusted. They missed on fucking everything, dude. Again, that gross. Everyone's saying estimate was 16.1. I have an average at 16.3. So you could argue that that was in line. Highlights impact to global trade, especially for energy unit. New, more affordable models on track. Cost reductions are now limited. Liquidity sufficient to fund long-term roadmap, but growth outlook left out of this quarter's report. So no guidance either. Yeah, it was bad. But no reaction. Chib. Core EPS 368 versus 541. That's insurance. Difficult to measure impacts on global trade. No, I think they got hit, bro. Oh, SAP on the high. Oh, of course I only sell the calls. I don't think those would hit, though. Those are really out the money. But even if you got another 5. But they had time. Can I pull up the chart? Yeah, it's over here. I think Tesla's bad. I don't think Tesla was a good earnings. I mean, like I said, I would have thought the swastikas would have led to less sales. And it did, but 15 or 10% at $13 billion. I mean, that's a big amount. But, yeah, I think it's objectively a bad earnings report. I'm surprised they didn't miss on their margin, which is a good thing. But at the end of the day, it is I think it all matters with Elon. And if they don't have guidance, I would love to hear what they say about margin. But Tesla does better with no guidance because then you don't have to talk about these things. But other than that, if Elon comes out bad, we're not going to have a good time. Hold on. All right. To show March 9th? What was on March 9th? Are you looking for the low? You're off the low, but you're still kind of there. All right, when does the conference call start? Is it at 20 or is it in an hour? He say nothing about Tesla, talk about SpaceX. He might. 1 hour? Oh, yeah. No. Nope. Was good. Again, they're climbing up now, bro. I just think it was bad, and then the stock was already bad. No guidance is both good and bad. And then you still need to just listen to Elon, and then the margin was in the middle. Very weird. That's what happens when you dump a stock 40% and then it has a bad earnings afterwards. This is kind of like, no, not bad news is good news. It just might not, it's just holding. You know what I'm saying? You just have to wait till see what he says. But, I mean, if you sell off 40% in a year I think you have to have really bad news to go lower. Is that fair? Again, we did talk about could have been worse. Yeah, that is something I told you guys about the last time we saw an environment like this. That happened. Look at first hurt by political backlash. They already had that ready to go. Dude, a liberal who shorted this for political reasons is so pissed right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the fake liberals who pretend to be liberal on TV and short it early, and then they tell you to short it down here for you know what I'm saying? He's pissed right now. He's like, what do you mean? They missed 15%. How are they not? So now you're like, is Elon the scam or is Wall Street the scam? And then you'll realize they've both been working together. Oh, yeah, I know. Elon, I know. They used to like Elon. I know. They thought this whole time. I know. There's a plot twist. This fucking Scooby-Doo shit going on. They're batshit. They're like, what? I know. Well, on that note, my friend Shadadonia, I love you. God bless America. I think it's gonna just cuck until the call, bro. So do your thing. SAP hit. I don't know. I think those contracts will still lose though, but it looked aggressive for a little. Yeah, great PHILO. You could listen. You should listen to the PHILO after this. When I end the video, you could all watch it. So you don't need to be a member, but that's up to you. But either way, Chad, you have a great day. Thank you all for your time. For real, man. If you were part of this, I really appreciate it, especially in a positive way, and you made the most of it. Amen, and God bless you. Go read the books, Richest Man of Babylon, Proverbs, New Living Translation, and The Strangest Secret in the World. And don't forget why you're here, why you keep going, why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style, and why you got to feed that soul, baby. That's it, and get that long term. Why, baby, why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Papa Jones. Chadadonia. You have a wonderful day. I hope you listened to the altar call yesterday. If so, you better get the body moving, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you tonight on the watch list, inshallah. Other than that, man, that's it. Trump speaking? Really? Man, I just want to go home. I want to go lift. I think you're lying, bro. You just try to keep me here. That's like my ex-girlfriend telling me she changed, you know, and I would believe that dumb shit 10 years ago, you know? Yeah, you got me, bro. Are you ready? So what makes a lot of noise and then can't make a lot of noise? That's a joke for you. We'll see if you get the punchline. I'll wait. Well, he might not get it, but the rest of you might. So on that note, Chadadonia, thank you for your time. God bless you. God bless America. Like I said, man, finger to the sky. You have a good day, okay? You have a great moment, but I told you, altar call. Move. Energy. Believe in yourself, baby, okay? So let's go. Well, Chad, have a good one. I love you all. And peace out. Hey, what's the joke? I don't get the joke. You're dumb, Joe. You're stupid President, Joe. He doesn't get the joke. The joke was that Josh banned him. He banned him. Josh banned the guy. The guy can't even respond. Do you get it? That's why they got the punchline, but he didn't. He was the band Chad. I know. Joe doesn't understand sarcasm. I thought their inflation party was sarcastic. It wasn't. I know. It's crazy. Well, anyways, you have a good day, Chad. Get that long term. Save that 10%. I agree. Exactly. 10%, 12, 11, it don't matter. Just get 10. Minimum. Otherwise, you're a liar. Don't tell me you can't save. How did you buy your crack cocaine? Exactly. I reclaim my time. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.